Can only win once for 60 days. He must comply with any age limitations for each contest. For complete contest rules, send a self-addressed stamped envelope to the mighty WJFK, P.O. Box 3649, Washington, D.C. 20007. Thank you, and God bless.
Everybody loves Dynamite.
Hello.
Oh, hi there. Hi there.
Hello.
And hello, everybody, and welcome to the best of Dynamite. Oh, wait a minute. Let's turn it down. I'm rocking KC today. Don't ask me why. I don't know why. I'm in a good mood. I'm your host, the legendary Joe Ardinger, with you on this afternoon, bringing you the best of Dynamite. Dynamite off for a little more vacation, and much needed at that. I'll tell you what, though, we've got some great best of. Let me reach over here and get to my sheet. Be careful how I say that these days, these times. Oh, I can't find it. Hold on. I'm over here now. I don't know. I lost my sheet. I've got to get my sheet together. Anyway, come on in, Beth Ann. I've lost it. Can you find it for me? Beth Ann's with us today. Oh, there it is. Fantastic. Anyway, welcome. It's a little disjointed Wednesday afternoon for you. But nonetheless, I'm here with you to bring you the best of Dynamite. I'll be with you all this week and the week coming after that. Who am I? Your host, legendary Joe Ardinger. I think I already said that. You know, it's always hard for me to get into these best of moods, but stick with me. I'll work on it. Anyway, let's get right into it. Our very first segment. Oh, it's something sexy. It says Sex at Bill's. And then it goes into Jingle Boy. And then it's Old Navy and Gap spots. Oh, you know, these are always the best when Dynamite are all over the place. It's the best of Dynamite on the Westwood One Radio Network.
The show around Buffalo. I know that we're not on in Buffalo, but Rochester, Crapchester, New York is close to Buffalo and other towns up there. I was on the internet last night and read a story. I wish I would have printed this thing out. It was from, I think, the Buffalo Daily News, whatever the newspaper is,
right? About
a guy who was at a Bills game.
Got it.
You got it, Buzz?
I do.
Bring it over here.
Bring
it over here.
Here it comes.
Bring it over. Run it over here. This guy was having sex with his girlfriend at a Bills game.
At a game?
Yeah, and he got arrested.
Like a pregame? I mean, a preseason game?
Yeah. Tom Chakowski says he's going to the Buffalo Bills opener this year, regular season, even though he's been banned from the stadium for a year. He was banned from the stadium after being caught and convicted of having sex with his girlfriend and the stands at a game.
Hey, it's an exciting game.
Yeah.
He's convicted of public lewdness with the girl who's his fiancée. Tom is not sorry. He says even though a judge has banned him from the games,
right,
he and his fiancée will wear disguises, and they will have sex in the stands again.
Oh, wow.
How fantastic is that story?
My God, we got to get in touch with this guy.
Yeah, Tom Chakowski.
I spelled his name phonetically there. I'll get you the correct spelling.
Nice Polish guy. Hey,
Was he way up in the nosebleed section, so to speak?
I don't know. Robbie, get the guy's name from Buzz and see if we can call the guy up on the show today.
Sounds like he's a defiant young man.
I think he'd be happy to talk to you, actually.
Because, you know, sometimes when I'm on Yahoo or something, I just click in sex.
Right.
And that's what I did last night. The keyword was sex on Yahoo.
Why would you possibly do that?
Because I'm curious, Mike.
You have a natural curiosity.
And one of the stories that came up, like not on the first 10, but it says, you know, display next 10 hottest stories.
Sure.
It was a story about this guy having sex at a Bills game.
Now, didn't they have a baseball game in Toronto or one of those stadiums?
Yes. People were doing it in the hotel.
And they had the windows open, and there's no...
Next to the Sky Dome.
No tinting or anything, and they can actually see people. And now people actually go there and set up this. I mean, they try to do it.
And I think the people at the Sky Dome, the people that run the Sky Dome now, have someone with binoculars to watch those windows that look out over on the field. And if anybody does anything, they go right up to the room and boot him out of the hotel.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, bummer.
So get that guy on the phone. I'd love to talk to that guy. He's so defiant.
Yeah.
You know, the judge says you can't go. He says, not only am I going to wear a disguise and I'm going to go, but I'm going to bang my girlfriend during a game this year.
Pretty easy, though. You know, it is Buffalo. Hey, look at those two people in the rainbow wigs up there going at it.
Do you remember the guy we saw at the Super Bowl? We were coming out of the Super Bowl.
So sad. I felt so bad for the Buffalo fans.
About 10 years ago, when the Redskins played the Bills in the Super Bowl,
right?
Mike and I went to the game, and we're coming out of the game, and Redskins won like by 1,000,000 points. And
so just another one of the Super Bowls that the Bills had lost.
We were just ready. We were so ready to bust balls. We came out of the stadium, and we went out into the street. It was in Minneapolis, and there was a Bills fan who had shaved his head and had painted a Buffalo Bills helmet on his head.
Yeah, the perfect, carved into his skull. Obviously something that was going to stay with him for a while, and we were getting all ready, to go and go, hey, Redskins rule. And you looked at this. We have never...
We couldn't do it.
Ever seen a more pathetic guy. He was so depressed.
We couldn't do it. We couldn't bust balls.
And it was, the head was so festive, but the mood was so low. It was sad.
In any other circumstance, this would have been a guy that we would have yelled at all night long.
If he wearing a big hat or something like that, it would have been different. But no, he
shaved his head.
And it wasn't what he was wearing. It wasn't the carved in head as much as the look on his face was just, he was just devastated by it.
The guy's head was painted red like a Buffalo Bills helmet.
It's a fat guy. He's a guy that looks like, one of those guys in the many beer commercials that you see. The beer commercial where the guy drops the beer and gets lectured.
Yes.
And goes, I better start consoling his family. That's exactly what the guy looked like, only with a blue head.
He had on those genie pants, those tiger striped genie pants.
Yeah, it was so sad.
Those Dave Schreiber pants.
There's not an inch of this guy that wasn't covered with Buffalo Bills merchandise.
And we came up lame. We couldn't do it.
You did it one time during the game, though, to somebody. I forgot who it was.
Yeah, well, during the game, I was kind of out of control.
It was funny, though. It was funny. That
you're talking to us before you call and act so smart to tell us that the Renaissance Festival was in the 1500s instead of the 1800s.
Not the festival, the actual Renaissance.
I don't care.
Okay.
It matters not to me. I do not take advice from people who cannot turn their radios down and don't know they're talking to us.
Well, somebody else answered and hung up on me before.
We did not.
I'm very sorry. Okay.
We accept your apology, ma'am.
Okay. I wanted to let you know so that your listeners are not misled.
We mislead our listeners every day on this show.
Constantly.
That's what my husband says.
That's one of our best traits.
Right.
Is giving out false information.
Right. Well, you can clarify it then.
Yes.
The 1500s.
And Abraham Lincoln was president in 1964.
Exactly.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you. As we always say, this show is both educational and entertaining.
Hello, Don and Mike show. Hello.
Yes, I got a question for Rob.
Yeah.
He's here. Hi, Robbie.
Hello. What can I do for you?
How does a blind man know when to stop his ass?
Can I be honest with you? I've worked on the Don and Mike show for a long period of time. What's your first name?
Steve.
Steve, can I tell you that I'm personally very offended by that comment?
Why?
Why'd you tell him the truth, Rob?
I'm blind.
That you're blind.
Well,
people don't realize that, but I am, and I think it's...
You could tell me.
I know, but I think it's a chance for everybody to know that right now, and I'm pretty offended by that.
Tell them about your other disabilities, Rob.
I have many. Which one do you want to start with? Do you want to start with my club foot?
Your club?
I'm blind. I have a club foot, and I also have panic attacks. Horrible, horrible panic attacks.
Sorry to hear that.
No, no.
Tell them about your sexual diseases.
I have total sexual dysfunction due to a terrible raging case of genital warts.
You too?
Now, you're not taking me seriously, and I'm offended by you. Go away! Go away! I'm announcing the ref.
Hello, Don and Mike show.
Hey, what's up?
Hello, my friend.
Hey, I was just calling to say that on Saturday, starting at 8 on the Game Show Network, they're showing 6 back-to-back episodes of The Dating Game, and one of them features The Grassroots.
Really?
Where they would actually be, all of the Grassroots would,
was it just Rob Grill?
No, it's vintage. It's like vintage dating game, and it's called the Dating Game Summer of Love Concert. It's like
maybe they had all 3 guys from the dating.
Are there 3 front guys from the Grassroots?
Yeah,
who are the other 2 guys besides Rob Grill?
I have no freaking idea. I don't know.
Each episode will feature a concert. So.
Oh, it will feature a concert?
Yeah. So
with Jim Lang.
I don't know.
His big aviator glasses.
Love Jim Lang.
All right, thank you, my friend.
All right.
Thank you. Hello, Don and Mike show.
Hey, guys.
Hey, Baldy.
Hey, did you hear, you got to add one to the tally board there for McGuire.
Are you talking about when he tied it up yesterday?
Yes, he's got 51.
Right, that would be yesterday's news, Jimmy Olsen.
Sorry, I'm late.
We had that on the show yesterday.
All right, I'm a stooge.
Okay, thank you.
Thanks.
Right, okay. All right, well, you got it right. Hello, Don and Mike Show.
You're going easy on him a little bit.
Well, yeah. You know.
They're having a Sammy update. Oh, my God. Red hot tongues of flame.
Hello, Don and Mike Show. You know me so well. My many volatile moods. Hello, Mood Swing Show. Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, hi.
Am I on with Don and Mike?
Yes.
You sound different on the phone. My fault.
No, we don't.
No, come on, please. Stop saying that crap, everybody. Stop it. What can we do for you?
I got a back way for you to the Renaissance Festival. Tell Don or tell Mike to be there.
Wait. Hold it.
Hold on, please. You are talking to us now.
We just said that.
No.
You said tell Don or tell Mike. Now, why are you saying
to Mike to tell Don?
No, you weren't.
No, you
said
didn't.
tell Don or tell Mike. Admit your error.
I admit my error.
Okay, goodbye forever. Hello. Oh, I just cleared all the lines.
That's after we cleared it, too, didn't we? I mean, we cleared
I thought we did yesterday.
You're talking to us. I know, my mistake. Well, you don't sound the same. Tell Don or tell Mike.
How many times are we going to have to play this tape today?
You know what you have to do as a listener when you call this show?
What is it?
You have to pay attention.
Please. Okay.
Can we say it any clearer than that?
No.
You know what you have to do as a listener when you call this show?
What is it?
You have to pay attention.
Please. All right, we researched the phone number of the guy in Buffalo.
Good.
Let's try to call him.
Oh, man, I'd love to talk to this guy.
Thomas Chakowski.
Chakowski.
Tom Chakowski.
He's now engaged to this girl. He thinks they're going to get married.
Nice Polish boy.
So very close to not being premarital sex, I guess.
Right, almost.
But technically it is.
Mm-hmm.
Premarital NFL sex.
I wonder if it was bad sex.
Oh, you think so?
You think it was...
Buffalo Bills.
Yeah. All right, we'll keep trying.
Buffalo style.
Guy's phone number is busy. Oh, I had some sex stuff for you. We got a letter here.
Yes?
With some naked pictures.
Really?
Yes, let me open this up. And it says, Dear Don and Mike, maybe you remember back in February, my husband and I sent you a photo taken when I was breastfeeding.
Oh, dear.
It was quite a turn-on for us hearing your enthusiastic reaction to the picture. Don't you remember this girl's picture? She was standing on the street, and she opened her shirt up, and she had just the biggest boobs.
Yeah, but it wasn't a breastfeeding picture.
No,
it was just a picture of her big boobs.
But they were big because she had been breastfeeding at the time. Do you remember that we put the picture actually up in the window?
Well, you actually had it in here for a long period of time.
For the longest time. Christine Kerner, every day, she would set the board up for me.
Right.
She would set out all the prize stuff and all the phone stuff, and then she would very daintily take the picture of the topless girl and put it right in the center of the board for me.
A motivational picture.
Every day. I was a little disappointed. You didn't say what celebrity you think I most resemble, but you guys said you don't receive enough pictures like mine. And you said I should send you more nude pictures.
True.
I guess you can say the enclosed photos are my early Christmas gift to you. As you can see, I am no longer a 40 double E.
Whoa.
But as my husband likes to say, my boobs have their good points.
Okay.
I hope you enjoy these pictures as much as the first one I sent you. And this time to tell me which celebrity I most resemble. A few weeks ago, you got some photos from a woman who wondered if she was good enough to be in Playboy. How about rating me? Thanks for your first compliments and for always entertaining us. And this is from Rhonda in Sacramento.
Rhonda!
And it's quite a change for Rhonda.
Really?
If you remember that original photo with those 40 double E's, she went out and...
That doesn't look like the same woman.
She went out in the woods and had her husband take some naked pictures of her. There's the second one, Mike.
Wow, very tastefully done. Very nice. Very nice outdoorsy shots.
And here's the third one. Looks like it's just taken on a mattress.
Oh, dear.
That was a little sleazier.
Wow.
Yeah, she's absolutely naked. And it's the same girl. Look at the face. Don't you remember the face that she made in the original picture?
Yes,
where she...
that same kind of...
Yeah, that's
right.
it.
Right.
It's absolutely the same woman. I only wish she had put a phone number here, because we would send her photos around the office and have the lads rate them.
Boy, oh boy.
Don't smell them.
I always,
why did you smell them?
I smell everything.
How would you guys rate them? Just taking a look at them off the top.
I liked when she was breastfeeding better.
I think those are better photographs. Those are better, out in the woods.
Right. What about this one?
I like that one.
Don't her boobs look kind of droopy there?
Just a little bit.
I mean, don't they kind of look like basset hound ears?
No, not that bad. I think they're actually okay.
I'm not saying there's anything wrong with them. That's a much better picture.
Yeah.
Where she's not leaning over.
I think they've held up rather well.
Yeah, pretty
compared
good.
to some. When we had the ugly breast contest, we definitely saw.
And she does have.
Okay, I'm so glad. Sometimes it's so refreshing because you say the things I want to say, and I don't have the guts to say them all the time.
Sure. We didn't bring it up in front of the group of people last week because we didn't want to embarrass her in front of everybody else. But she has got some very distinctive.
Absolutely. And, she's the kind of person who'd talk to us about it.
I think so. Very honest and open. Now, we had something else that came in the mail that I wanted to show you. We received an urgent overnight FedEx package from Helen. Helen? You remember Helen Jingle Boy's mother?
Oh, God.
All right, now, she didn't send us a song this time.
Thank God for that.
She sent us a copy of Paper Magazine. Paper, People, Fashion, Arts. As you can see, it's a real magazine. It has Ben Stiller on the cover.
What's that, like an industry trade publication?
I don't think so, because I'm looking here. There's an ad for Ralph Lauren polo jeans.
Paper. I'm not familiar with that.
Calvin Klein. It's a new magazine, obviously. It looks like a step up from People magazine. Okay, it's like halfway between People and GQ.
What's next, like Rubber?
And then Balls and Liquor. And if you go to the middle, she has highlighted a couple of pages. And remember when she told us that she was going to get her son, Richie, in some ads?
Richie, the Jingle Boy.
There is Richie in an ad for...
It's a biggie.
For Dinky Jeans.
That's a huge. That's DKNY. That's huge.
Right? There he is with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 girls around him.
That is a big-time Madison Avenue photo shoot. That is huge. That is a big...
Donna Cara, New York.
Absolutely.
Right.
That's Donna... Amazing.
Right. That is Richie the Jingle Boy. And
look at how... But my God, he doesn't fit.
Let me see if they have his name in here. They say, Lori wears a top by Dinky Jeans, jeans by Sheet Jeans, top by WLT, shirt by Guess, blah, blah, blah. Richie wears a top.
Wow.
By W&LT, jeans by EVISU.
Look at him with all those models lying on the ground. It's a great photo shoot for him.
Isn't that something?
Amazing.
So that's
the big time.
Richie the Jingle Boy, and as you can see, he wrote a note for us along with his first ad. Don and Mike, look, I'm not gay. The babes love me.
Can't argue with a photograph, I'll tell you that. Way to go, Richie.
Richie from Nyack, New York.
Richie's in the hot photo shoot with them, and they're not those kind of emaciated models you see a lot. The kinds that are in the Calvin Klein ads.
That trend is actually going away. They're going back to more normal women.
What's the one where they're singing the song?
Oh, I love those. I love those ads for the vest where they go, "I'm going to dress you up in my love."
Oh, I hate that. They're such
I love those ads.
Gap. They're great.
They're so much better than the old Navy ads. Oh, those ads are fantastic.
Horrible.
I'm going to dress you up in my love.
They're like the ugliest models I've ever seen.
Oh, those are distinctive ads, man. Those are good ads. I love those ads. They kick ass.
Where'd you see it? Was it advertising Little House on the Prairie?
I don't think they buy. I think a Little House is a little older than the Gap.
Have you seen? There's a second one that I didn't miss. I didn't catch it today.
Me neither.
There's a second Gap ad where they're singing another song now. Same style.
Yeah,
Mellow Yellow for chords.
That's right. We call them Mellow Yellow.
Donovan, the old Donovan song?
Right.
Quite right.
Were they wearing the vests again?
Yes.
And chords.
Yeah, right. The vests and chords.
Right.
Great ad campaign. Love it. I swear to God.
Could you hit that little tape that you play for me all the time when I say I like something like that?
Oh. What, you think I'm a fag? You think I'm a faggo because I like the Gap commercial?
They're very gay.
That's all right.
They're very gay.
I'm going to dress you up in my love. I'll play it for myself. I don't mind. You know what I do hate, though? And they run often like one stop set away. They'll run the ad for the Gap for their vests. Then they'll run the Old Navy ad.
With the lady with let the runway be your guide.
The lady with the dog that's supposed to be playing the hip-hop.
Right. Thank you, Rob. Yes, it's a private one. I don't share it. Let the runway be your guide. With her big glasses.
I hate that old bitch.
Yeah. Didn't they hire her originally because she looked like Mrs. Howell?
No, she is a real-life fashion editor.
Well, I know that, but didn't they wasn't the first Old Navy commercial based on a Gilligan's Island type of thing?
They hired her because
she's a fashion writer,
well known in the fashion industry.
Right.
Yeah. And they've had the Jeffersons in their commercials.
And of course the regular recurring role of Morgan Fairchild.
Right.
Sherman Hemsley was on the verge of bankruptcy. It was those Old Navy commercials that saved his butt.
You're a big Old Navy supporter, aren't you?
I've bought some things there. The clothes are cheap.
Let me try Jingle Boy's mom again. Yes, Robbie boy.
I believe Old Navy is owned by Gap.
Oh, okay.
I think they're like a bigger, cheaper runway.
So it might be the same related campaign.
Could be.
91425 is not in service at this time. No further information is available.
All right, Robbie, see if you can find a better number, please. Because that says that number that we have for Jingle Boy's mom is no longer in service.
That's the only number they've ever given us.
All right, okay. Let's try the guy in Buffalo again, the guy who wants to make love to his girlfriend at the Bills game.
Guys that's head of the Defiant Ones.
Let the bleachers be your guide. Let the intercourse, man.
All over your body. Good ad, man.
Yellow.
Quite right. Those are good ads, man. I get into those ads. I really do. I don't turn the channel when those ads are on.
Right.
And they run them all the time. Non-stop they run those ads.
Let the runway be your guide.
That's all I have to say.
What's the dog's name? Because she always says something like, "Nice going, Scooter," or whatever whatever the stupid dog's name is.
Where's the peanut butter, Scooter?
Hello, Don and Mike show. Hello. Hold on, I'm trying to take calls here. Hello, Don and Mike show.
How you doing today?
Hey, buddy.
Hey, I'm calling from Lafayette, Louisiana. Just calling to say I love your show, man.
Oh, love you, sir.
All righty.
Love you.
All right, thank you.
Hey, sir.
Uh-huh.
I want to dress you up in my love.
No, won't work.
All over your body.
Mike show.
Hello, Don and Mike. Oh, turn your radio down, please.
Oh, it's down, sir.
The dog's name is Magic.
I was just gonna...
Get the Skippy peanut butter.
Did he spell it M-A-J-I-K?
He wrote it like this.
Let me see him.
Magic.
Yes, such
Magic.
bad handwriting.
Let the runway be your guide, Magic.
Hello, Don and Mike show. Hello, Don and Mike.
Yeah. This is Carlton at ACI.
Yeah.
Yeah. How's it going?
Yo.
Pretty good?
Yes, sir.
Well,
turn it down. Turn the radio down, please.
Come on. Radio. Well, you guys have been complaining about your station there. Why don't you guys come out here to Sacramento and live out here?
Have you heard the disclaimer that we played at the beginning of the show?
Yes.
How your radio's still up. How have we complained about our station here?
You guys at the beginning of your show every day, you say that it smells of death, and
it does,
and how bad it sucks there with all the equipment.
It's our standard opening,
right?
And then we, during that, we actually play a very large disclaimer that says, "And no calls about when we're coming to your city."
But I think technically,
no. Right. I'm talking about move out.
Right.
Here.
See, this guy doesn't want us to come out there for an appearance. This guy wants us to actually move to Sacramento,
and he does. There is a fine studio in Sacramento.
Yeah,
they do have nice equipment. However, at KHCK, that radio station also smelled of death.
Mm-hmm. Oh, he did?
Yes.
Oh, that's true, because the certain person was working there. I forgot about that.
Right.
Smell the death, Magic.
Hello, Don and Mike show.
Don and Mike.
Here's my guy.
Don and Mike.
Hello, friend.
Don and Mike. Don and Mike.
You gotta give him credit for his music selections.
Absolutely.
It's very circus music-like.
I don't know where he gets it. And it's clear and it's crisp every time he goes. He's got a fine telephone.
I don't know if you're listening, sir, but I got a message for you. I want to dress you up in my love. In my love. All over your body.
Wear the vest, Magic.
We will be back right after this.
This is the Don and Mike Show. This is the Don and Mike Show.
It certainly is a beautiful day. We should thank the leader.
Who the hell is that? Some kind of leader?
Yes, he's the head of our perfect family.
Why don't you come chat with us about the leader at the Welcome Center?
Will there be beer?
Beer is not allowed.
Home or no function, beer well without.
Would you rather have beer or complete and utter contentment?
What kind of beer?
The Don and Mike Show.
And welcome back to the Best of Don and Mike. I'm your host, the struggling Joe Ardinger, with you this Wednesday afternoon with the Best of Don and Mike. Oh, there he is.
Out of the mouths of tards comes the Don and Mike Show.
Ah, there's Jude. I was looking for him, and I was padding until I could get him on the air. Thank you, dude. Anyway, welcome back to the Best of Don and Mike. Let's keep it rolling because we got so much good stuff for you today. It's always fun when Don and Mike slam on Regis on Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. Remember that show? It's the Best of Don and Mike.
So the whole opening to the Regis and Kathy Sue show today was Regis holding this up and saying how his show is #1 in the ratings, which, no lie.
Was it killing her?
Do you know that last week it was the #1 rated show of all shows on TV? Higher than Raymond, higher than Frasier, higher than 60 Minutes was the stupid Regis Philbin How to Be a Millionaire show.
Amazing, but true.
And he said today on his Regis show, he said, watch tonight. Something very big happens tonight. I don't want to give it away, Kathy Lee.
So is he kind of, you never know it's Regis. He's just goosing the ratings.
He's hinting to the fact that they might actually give away the $1 million.
How's Kathy Lee taking all this?
Okay. On the surface, very well.
Right.
But if you've watched the show enough to know, she is going so over the top to appear that it doesn't bother her.
Right.
You know it's killing her. And here's a small inkling. I'm watching today, and she says, well, my Reg. And she's doing that thing where she's patting his hand.
Sure. Well, she smells the money, too.
She goes, my Reg, good for you. You've waited a long time. You're finally on top of the mountain. He says, yes, and it's very sweet. She said, and you knew that show was right for you. He said, yes, I did. She said, that's why you called the network and told them you had to have that job. And he says,
she's an evil woman.
Yeah. He says, well, yes, you're right. And she said, because they've come to you before, but you haven't thought the idea was right. But you heard this idea, and you called them, and you said,
she is the Catwoman. She said that. Yes. That's it. There it is right there.
I swear to God. So you get it in a roundabout way. Right. She's saying
that he begged the network for the job.
Yes, you have this show. It's successful. But you wouldn't have it if you hadn't called the network because they didn't call you.
Right. Oh, she is evil.
Yeah.
Oh, she is evil.
You got to read between the lines like that. She's upset about it.
You got to root for him on that level alone, that it's driving her crazy. Absolutely.
You stick it out of there.
And last night when I watched, and I've turned the show on every once in a while, the Millionaire show, I end up getting mad, and I can't watch the show.
Because it's so slow.
Because the people that they have, the contestants, although last night they had a lady who at least, when he would ask her the question, she would just say, oh, it's George McGovern, B. Right. That's my final answer, Regis.
And it would subvert him going, that's your final answer?
But then he would still wait, and he'd still go, you are... Then he'd look down at the paper. He'd get a troubled look on his face. Absolutely right.
Yeah, he thinks it's him doing his big theatrics in that small mind of his.
What I hate about that show, the few times I've watched it, is that the first 5 or 6 questions are like Tom Gavin questions.
And they put in the comedy answers at the end, which I hate also. It's,
D is always a goofy answer.
Right, exactly.
And then by the time you get up to 32,000, that's when it's tough.
Right.
And every single time I've watched the show, maybe I haven't watched it on the right time, when the person gets to 32 grand, that's always where they lose.
Right? Yeah, because they jump dramatically in the degree of difficulty.
There's no middle ground. Right. They don't go from kind of easy to kind of hard to hard. It goes from your Tom Hanks, Forrest Gump.
Do you want to use a lifeline?
Oh.
Would you like to use the lifeline of the audience or call somebody at home? And I just think, do you agree that still the game moves at such a snail's pace that that's where it loses me? I like to get the answers. Bingo, 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 right.
Even with the editing. And when they do the obvious edit, it's when someone uses the lifeline and they say, I want to call my friend Mike. And Regis goes, okay, let's do that courtesy of, Bell Atlantic, whoever it's courtesy of. And then there's an obvious edit that you could drive a truck through because the phone rings. Right. And then Regis has to make out like the person on the phone doesn't know what's going on, like they haven't been told you might be called in this half hour.
This is Regis Philbin from Who Wants to Be a Millionaire.
I'm happy just to leave with $32,000.
You sure? You don't want to try, you overwhelming wussy? Are you sure? You confident?
Oh, please. Hello, Don and Mike Show. This lady wants to talk about that show. Hello.
Yeah, that woman last night was so stupid. They asked her if Bob, who was the Republican nominee in '96.
You're kidding. She didn't know that?
She didn't know it was Bob Dole.
I thought the screening process weeds out the idiots.
She didn't know it was Bob Dole. She was absolutely flabbergasted.
You know what Regis said to her during the commercial breaks?
Don't worry, darling. I didn't know either.
Yeah, and then she tried to save herself by saying, well, I never look at that side of the voting board.
Yeah, right. She was a total egghead, that woman last night.
I wish I could be on that show. I would be so good on that show.
Yeah.
Ask me something, Reed.
Call up and qualify.
You sound familiar to me.
I know who you think it is, and I don't think it's her. You think it's Gladys Kravitz, don't you?
No, I
know
think
you
it's
don't.
the Cher lady.
You're right.
Oh!
I want to be a millionaire.
Oh, Mike, you get the
Way
prize.
to go. It's the Cher lady, a frequent caller. Almost to the level of a Gladys Kravitz.
No, I don't call anymore because I know I won't get on the air.
All right, let's hear some of your share.
Let's see. They say our love won't pay the rent before it's gone. Our money's all been spent.
There you are.
Cher lady.
Is that your final answer?
Good ear, Mike. I thought it was Kravitz.
They have a similar timbre.
Hello, Don and Mike Show.
Hi, I'm calling from Winchester, Virginia, and I was listening to you. I listen to you all the time when I'm coming home from work.
Thank you.
And I love your show. I've listened to you since you were on WAVA. But I wanted to make a comment about that stupid show, especially Regis Philbin. He makes me sick. The other night, he was doing the show, and there was a guy on there who was overweight, and he goes, my answer is B. And the guy goes, final answer? Yes, that's my final answer. And he sits there and he pauses for a good 30 seconds.
That's what I
and the
hate
guy
about
says,
the show.
The guy says, Regis, I'm fat. You're going to give me a heart attack.
I wish more people would give it, because Regis it's almost like Regis is lazy, and he doesn't want to, deal with lots of questions.
I don't think he's lazy. I think he's stupid. That someone has said to him, Regis, play up the dramatic angle on this show.
It's either or. It's either or. It's two negatives right there. But he likes to drag it out, and he just thinks that he's the master television pitchman, doesn't he? And it's like...
He's making him out like he's some smart person, but really he's just a stupid dummy.
And it's like,
I can't stand him. He just looks like a little toad to me.
All right, you are right.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
The slower they go, the less money they have to give away. The more they can drag that out.
Yeah, what do they care, though?
I don't think they do care. I think it's a combination of the stupidity of Regis and just a little laziness. Like,
if I really hem and haw, that 15 minutes will be up. We'll have another one in the can. Who wants to be a millionaire?
Hello, Don and Mike Show.
Hi, I want to talk to Don and Mike about the Millionaire Show.
All right, you're talking to us now.
Hey, honey, come on into the living room. The Millionaire Show's on.
You're on the air with us now.
Don and Mike, Radio God. Hey, I just wanted to clarify. I think the guy that you were talking about that said I wanted to quit, he was up to 64K, and he was going for the 125.
Well, why would he quit, though?
Because he got 64,000.
I thought he only had 32. Well, either way, I don't like it when someone quits. Just, if you're there, keep going with it, man.
So that would have wiped out the 64 grand if he missed it.
Yeah, I think if he would have missed it, he would have dropped all the way back to 32. But he already won 64.
Oh, all right.
Well, all right, but either way, that's still cheesy, man. I don't like it. If you're going to go on a game show like that, God damn it, be a gambler.
I don't like the format either. I don't like that. I don't like having to force people. It's not a good game show when you really force people. I didn't like that element of let's make a deal, Don.
All right, here's a guy who says his son's math teacher is the guy that quit.
Oh.
Hello, Cal?
Yeah, hi, Don.
That's your son's math teacher?
Yeah. Well, no, I'll tell you what, he's a very smart guy. The kids all say he's the smartest guy they've ever seen. He coaches the ITS academic team. He won $35,000.
That's the end of the round.
Well, if he's so smart, how come he didn't keep going?
Well, because one thing he doesn't know is television and stuff. And the question, he'd used up all his help lines. He had won $64,000, so he was going to have to take a 1 out of 4 guess
Right. Listen,
It was $32,000.
I understand that, but if you're on a freaking game show...
This overrated morning show host of a TV show has his own primetime game show, Stonewall Jackson.
Listen, my point is, if you're on a game show and you have the chance to advance, take the chances. But if you're guaranteed $32,000...
I know, you should. You should take it.
You should go with it, man.
But the difference was the extra $32,000.
But I hate it when they give him that fallback position.
They shouldn't be allowed to quit.
You ought to be. You know what? You ought to go. Hear me out here. Don't you think if they went up through all the tiers and if they quit, they don't get a thing?
That would be ideal.
I agree with you, but I'm telling you, if I'm sitting in that seat and I got a 1 in 4 shot of losing,
well, you know what? Then you shouldn't be on a game show, man, where people want to watch people take chances.
Absolutely.
No, maybe you're just there because you're trying to win some money.
What they should do is if you have the question revealed to you, you should have to take a guess at it. But you can quit at any time as long as you already answered the question.
I agree. You shouldn't get the question and then be able to quit. That's a good. I agree.
It should be.
That would add a little more to it. Then it shows you, hey, do you want to go to the next level for real? I mean, and you have no idea what the question is going to be.
Then it's gutsy. Then it's fun.
Right.
Well, please tell your son's math teacher, Mr. that I said hello.
I'll do that.
Thank you, my friend.
Sure. Bye.
Tell him I wouldn't have quit.
His teeth look like dinner plates. Madison High School.
Hello, Don and Mike Show.
Yeah, I read the article in the paper from that guy who quit.
Yeah.
And he said that it was just, he'd never seen the show NYPD Blue, so he had absolutely no shot at it.
No. You have a shot. You have a 1 in 4 shot.
Right.
Oh, I agree, but I think it's, they're trying to make it all seem, really dramatic every time you answer a question. What could be more dramatic than somebody seeing it so hard that he just suddenly has to quit?
Oh, I don't think that's dramatic at all. You think that it's dramatic when someone quits?
Well, as dramatic as them having the people sit there for 10 minutes to answer a simple A, B, or C question.
I think we all can agree the show sucks.
Yeah.
It shouldn't be getting the ratings that it's getting.
No quitting allowed.
Yeah, the only thing on opposite was like Darman Gregg or something like that.
This morning TV show host.
Quitter.
You lost again.
It's not fair. You're bigger than I am. It's not fair to win twice.
Ah, but nobody ever said life was fair, Tina. I'm bigger and I'm faster. I will always beat you.
Right.
She's toweling off.
Joan Crawford would not have quit on Who Wants to Be a Millionaire.
No, absolutely not. She would have gone all the way, fellas.
Hello, Don and Mike Show.
Hi.
Hi there.
Am I on the air?
Yes, ma'am.
Wow, I can't believe it. I love your show. I've been listening to it for years.
Love you, baby.
Thank you, darling.
Yes, I'm a law student also, so I want you to know that, intellectuals listen to your show also, and we love you.
Of course they do.
I've met a lot of law students that aren't intellectuals, though.
There's one that works here.
Yeah, that's right.
There's a guy that works here who passed the bar, and I guarantee he's no intellectual.
Money.
What is your IQ, darling?
Pardon?
What is your IQ?
132.
Whoa.
Wow. That ain't so great.
Don, what was yours? You're off the charts, aren't you?
Approaching 400, I think. It's pretty freaking incredible.
I can't believe it. It was really unable to be measured.
I wanted to say the How to Be a Millionaire show, you really shouldn't knock it too much because maybe now that Regis is making all this money, he can afford to give some money to his crippled son that he's been ignoring for years and years.
Oh, that's a nasty dig on Regis. That's a real rap on Regis.
Have you read the tabloids?
Yes. Yeah, the tabloids are all over that.
They have pictures of this guy in a wheelchair, and he says, Regis is my dad, and Regis abandoned me and my mom.
Yeah, the tabloids have that. It's like every 6 months or so you read an article like that.
And actually, I'll have to say in Regis's behalf that since all the bad publicity's come out about his handicapped son who he dropped.
Right.
I don't mean physically dropped, but he kicked out of his life.
Wasn't he there for the wedding and stuff like that?
Yeah, he has his son.
He was he's a stand-up guy at the wedding.
He has his son on his show every once in a while. He'll say, there he is over the corner. Mm-hmm. My son Danny, isn't he marvelous? And the kid wheels himself out and... Regis patronizes him a little bit. And,
well, that's great. At least he's being a father now. I just wanted to say that, and keep up the good work.
Thank you.
I appreciate the laugh.
Bye-bye. Too bad your IQ is 270 points lower than mine. I'll see you later.
Cameron Manheim from The Practice, ladies and gentlemen.
Hello, Don and Mike. Last call. Hello.
Don and Mike, Radio Kings.
Hi.
How you doing?
Doing great.
Who wants to be a dumbass? Hey,
simple jokes are the best.
I just wanted to. What the hell is up with that little toad, anyways? I mean, it looks
Tonight on Who Wants to Be a Dumbass.
it looks like he's wearing eyeliner.
Now, please welcome America's #1 dumbass, Mr. Regis Philbin.
Hi, how are you?
Who wants to be a stupid ass?
It's me, D.A.
It looks like he's wearing eyeliner. It looks like he shaves his eyebrows and wears those fake eyebrows.
Regis is a guy who television makeup and television helps quite a bit. If you've ever seen Regis when he might be like demonstrating one of the toys on the show, Regis and Kathy Lee, and they close in on his hands, he's in Talon territory.
Have you seen his fingernails? He has like Diana Ross fingernails.
He has like old man fingernails,
yes.
Unkempt fingernails.
A little too pampered.
Cadaver fingernails.
Do you think he's had any plastic surgery?
Yes.
The Reg?
Yeah. Really? He has been around. I'm not sure exactly how old he is.
He's older than George Gimble, but he's pretty close to George Gimble, right?
He comes out like wearing his Jack LaLanne outfit when they're going to do some kind of exercise segment.
I'll be working out with Cindy Crawford today.
Now look at the skin under my biceps.
It's hanging.
I would guess
him to be 69.
His face looks like a porcelain doll.
Okay, thank you, my friend.
Because he was announcing for Joey Bishop in like the mid-'60s,
right.
and you have to be in the business a while to get a plum gig like that.
Who wants to be 70?
Hello. Really, the last call. Hello, Dennis.
Hey, God, hey, I'm still trying to get on Who Wants to Be a Millionaire.
Keep trying, Dennis.
And I, you know how they announce you, when they're announcing you, I don't have the sign. Hi, guys, I'm like.
Yeah, unfortunately, Dennis, one of the lifelines won't be a Bud Light.
I know, but you know me?
I would kill myself if I ever turned the TV on. And Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? Here's our contestant from Potomac, Maryland, Mr. Dennis Murphy.
We both kill ourselves. We both probably want to get tickets to be in the studio audience just to see it. That's my final answer. There you go. And Dennis, you think you could pull it off on that show?
I have gotten to 32,000, so I think I can do it.
Who wants to wear a prosthetic?
And by the way, I'm not Regis' handicap son.
No, absolutely not, Dennis.
No. You're not, and you're giving Tom Gavin a ride to the beach house.
No, I'm not.
You're not?
He told me to X myself last night.
Okay, all right.
I knew that would happen.
All right, beautiful. Thank you, Dan. We'll be back with more after this.
This is the Don and Mike Show.
It's the Don and Mike Show on Pittsburgh's new talk station, The Edge, 1550.
Substituting for Darlene while she's on vacation.
Oh, welcome to our little family, Brian. Little tip. Don't speak to Larry unless he speaks to you. Have fun, my boy. Nice suit.
The Don and Mike Show.
When they lay it out, they play it out. Don and Mike.
That's right. Hey, let's take just a minute here. The hurricane down in Louisiana has definitely dealt a severe blow to those people in that area. So help the victims of Hurricane Katrina. Call 800-HELP-NOW or visit redcross.org today. Let's have Americans help out another American county for a change. Anyway, let's get back into the best of Don and Mike after that serious PSA to you from me, the legendary Joe Ardinger, with you on this Wednesday afternoon. Doctors and military ranks. Sometimes Beth Ann puts together things I don't even recall. So let's check it out together. It's the best of Don and Mike.
Hello, Don and Mike Show.
Hi, listen, I just wanted to tell you guys, there are a lot of intellectual people that listen to your show. I have a PhD in chemistry. I laugh my butt off every time I hear you.
Now,
You're
there
great.
you go. Now, see, the law schools, the law student thing doesn't fall into that category. Right. The PhD in chemistry, you gotta have a smart brain for that. Get it? A smart brain?
Big smart brain.
Big smart brain.
Thank you. Thank you for lowering. Thank you for lowering your standards to listen to the show. We appreciate
Great humor standards, though.
Thank you, Doctor.
I have high humor standards. Thanks, guys.
Hey, are you one of those people who makes people call you doctor?
Yeah, I am.
I would too if I had all that education, and I mean you've earned it. But I mean,
it's so pompous. I hate it.
Exactly.
I truly hate it. I hate it. And I've got some friends that are doctors, and one I'm speaking of in particular.
Right.
Is one of my best friends in the world.
Sure.
When he calls for a reservation at a restaurant, I go, yes, hello, this is Dr. McGillicuddy. I'm calling for a table of 4, please. It's so goddamn pompous.
And you're just, you're just shaking your head over there, going, "Oh, come on, why?"
It's pompous.
Well, I
use it for academic stuff when it's in my field of work. But other than that, you know,
you never use it at a restaurant. You never drop it when you're even called. And like, I've been in. I had to go to the eye doctor last week. Remember I told you all the problems with my contacts?
Right.
I had to go get my eyes examined, and I swear to God, when I was in there, a guy called, and he wanted to change his appointment, and I heard the girl at the front desk come back to the guy that was looking at my eyes to say, Dr. So-and-so is on the line, and he needs to change his appointment.
Right.
Even in that situation, you got to drop the doctor in.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I hate it.
Oh, yeah. I'd use it if I had to, especially if telemarketers are giving you a hard time and acting like you don't know what they're talking about.
That's why Don and I, whenever we're going anywhere, we always use the, the surname disc jockey. Hi, this is disc jockey Don and disc jockey Mike, and people go nuts. Best table every time.
You know something else that gets me also is when you get guys, military guys, when they are not in a military capacity.
Okay, you like retired, perhaps?
Yeah, a lot of times retired guys, and they'll call somewhere. They go, "Hi, this is Colonel McGillicuddy.
Right.
I would like a table for 3, please."
I don't know why you have a problem with that, Don.
Right, Major Bill.
I don't understand why you can't realize that I achieved that rank and I can use it pretty much for whatever I want.
It just pisses me off.
What?
Not as bad as the doctor thing. I'll give you that. Not as bad as the doctor thing.
Why are you hanging me, Don?
Because a lot of times you also have doctors who aren't really doctors. Like, you ever met a dentist? A dentist will call somewhere and they'll go, "Yes, table for 4, please. This is Dr. Smith."
But they have the right?
But they're not real doctors. They're dentists. Or what about like skin doctors?
Or Dr. Philgood.
Dermatologist.
Yeah, zit doctors.
They're medical doctors.
They're not real doctors, man.
They are, Don. Yes, they are.
They shouldn't be able to drop the D-bomb.
They're doctors.
They really shouldn't, though. I don't care.
Absolutely.
The only guy I want dropping a D-bomb is like a brain surgeon or maybe a heart surgeon. Mm-hmm. But beyond that, you're just Joe Schmo.
I don't understand why I can't be Major Bill Smith. What do you think I'm going to do? You think I'm going to go down to the local Red Lobster restaurant and say, "Hello, I'd like some orange ruffian lava beans. This is Bill Smith." That doesn't sound good, Don. What sounds good is Major Bill Smith. The best cotton picking major in the whole world.
Hello.
I dropped a lot of bombs on him.
Don and Mike show. Hello.
Hey guys.
Hey.
Hey, buddy. Just calling to say.
That's Dr. Buddy, please.
You guys rule, man.
Right.
Idaho loves you, dude.
Right. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Bye-bye. Hello, Don and Mike show.
Yeah, I got a friend of mine that calls up and says he's a senator to get a table at a good restaurant.
Oh, this is Senator Blatarsky. Could I please have the finest table and your finest bottle of wine?
From the great state of Iowa.
From Iowa.
That's just as bad. That's just as bad as doctors and stuff. I mean, just call and say you're you.
All right.
Just say you're you. Hello, it's me. Got a table? I'm no doctor. Hello,
My name is Joe. Give me some food.
Don and Mike show.
Yeah, this is Airman Harris. I worked at gate at an Air Force base.
You work the gate at an Air Force base, yes,
That's
sir.
correct. I'm in Special Forces. Now, how do these guys...
Hold on.
All right.
How special do your forces have to be if you're working at the front gate?
No, it's security forces. They call them Special Forces, too. Hold on, I got Carson.
Something tells me we're not talking to the most elite of our fighting forces right now.
No, especially since I heard there's some people down here waiting to be picked up, which would indicate this Special Forces individual is perhaps a cab driver.
Oh, yeah, that's it.
Yes, it is.
What's up, sir?
Nothing.
Hello?
I was just observing what I heard in the background.
Oh, that's That's my radio going off. My bad.
Yeah. Right. Yeah, you're in Special Forces. Right.
No, I'm in security forces.
Can we hear? Can we listen? Can we listen to your radio?
Let us hear what your radio's saying. Let us hear some of your big time commands you're getting ordered around.
Mr. Cab Dispatcher.
They're not. The captain's not on there.
Let us just listen.
Yes, okay, Cab Dispatcher.
I'll let go.
Are you sure you're not in Special Forces? Maybe in Special Ed?
This is Special Forces Officer Louis De Palma.
Hold on.
That have not already dropped off their uniforms to alterations.
Oh, there's uniforms.
Dry cleaner, though.
300 tonight. We're in Turpinella Station 4.
All right, I'm going to go on there right now to go talk to.
What?
I'm gonna be talking to him right now.
All right, well, let's hear it. Go ahead.
All right. Control, this is Bellgate. What time do we have to have our uniforms in by?
This man's vital to our...
Serious business, too.
Vital to our...
What time do the uniforms have... What time do the uniforms have to be clean, sir?
Vital to our country security. Right here. You're hearing top-level government work.
Yeah, Roger, sir. This is the gate. What time is dinner?
You guys are funny. You guys are clowning.
We're clowning.
We're clowning. Do you have a sidearm right now?
What's that? Yes, I do. 9mm Foxtrot Beretta. I fired my M16 last night. Night firing and day firing.
You mean just like as a drill, or were you in like your barracks?
No,
firing some rounds into the ceiling.
Shoot them, get qualified for them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So you work at a gate somewhere?
Yeah, they're Air Force Gate Guard.
Can you?
And then I work patrol too.
It almost sounds like you said Air Force Gay Guard.
No, Gate Guard.
Don't ask, don't tell, Don.
Yeah, exactly.
Are you an Air Force Gay Guard?
No.
So let me see.
That is the policy, though. Don't ask, don't tell.
Your job there, are you the guy that makes the little thing go up and down so that cars can get into the base?
See, on this base, we have to weigh traffic in. There's decal stickers on the car.
Right, and on the license plate, you can tell if it's an officer or not.
That's correct, and then we salute them if they come through.
That's right.
Sounds very technical, sir.
I used to make stickers like that, and then just drive around Fort Myers all the time. Just to
get saluted?
Oh, God, it was the best thing in the world. Whole Saturday afternoon, I'd go gate to gate, and then I would start at 9 in the morning, and by about 2 in the afternoon, they'd start going, wow, what's he doing? But they'd give me and it's one of these where they wave them forward. Yeah. They do the big
rigid salute?
Yeah, they give the robotic kind of salute. Very
we have
cool.
to do that. Yeah. Hold on just a second. I have a truck coming.
Oh, here we go.
Go ahead, sir.
You handled that very well. Excellent job, sir.
You hear the guy in the truck going, hello, which way to the general's house?
Exactly.
I've got a truck of deliveries for him.
Actually, we had something happen like that past week. Like something, it wasn't terrorist, but it's like from Reno, there's a militia going on.
Mm-hmm.
And something it happened over at Travis Air Force Base, and somebody tried to get on base with that.
This guy's a buffoon.
You know the call we got from the law student and then the PhD in chemistry? Yeah. I think this is balancing things out right now.
Well, listen, what can we do for you there, Private Pile?
I'm not in the Army. I'm in the Air Force.
Right.
In the Air Force.
What can we do for you, Private Pile?
I was just commenting how you guys were talking about the retirees coming through.
Yes, Major Healy.
They try to do the rank all the time. I'm retired colonel, and you're still civilian. Yeah, they try to book around and all that.
See, there I have a brief distinction. I don't mind if someone says, this is retired Colonel McGillicuddy.
No, most of the time they come up and say Colonel, and they show their ID, and you're like, yes, you're civilian. They have a difference between.
Yeah, but you still have to salute them.
Yeah, just because it's the car.
No, you have to salute them because they achieved the rank of colonel in the military, which is something.
But when they come in,
something you'll never really have to worry about.
What is the next job on the food chain past being the boy who works in the garage? What is the next highest job that you hope to achieve?
Am I ranked right now? My next one would be senior airman, and all it is just basic money.
But no. What is your next? I understand this is an exciting everyday job for you, sitting at a gate.
I work here 12 hours at this gate.
Sitting at a gate and letting the gate go up and down to let trucks in and making sure that guys get their uniforms pressed. But what is the next exciting gig for you, fighting man from head to toe?
Well, I'll be going to Saudi Arabia September 6th. I'll be going over. I'll be leaving right now. So that's what.
What, do they have some gates over there?
No, we're going to be patrolling, going out on patrols out there in the desert.
Really?
Oh, so you're going to be doing real stuff.
Correct. That's why we've been training for that. That's why we fired the M16. And that's why they're talking about over what you heard, the press in the uniform. We have to get our patches sewn on our DCUs, our Desert Combat uniforms.
The password is friendly fire.
I'm sorry.
Hey, I have to get going because my flight sergeant's coming out right now.
Right, gotcha. Okay, well, keep up the good works, soldier.
Hey, thank you. I'm a trooper, not soldier, though.
Right.
Okay, trooper.
All right, thanks.
Thank you.
I would venture to say that if any superiors to him happen to hear that little conversation, he may not be going to Saudi Arabia.
Hello, let's talk to James in York, Pennsylvania. James, hello.
Hello. How you doing?
Hey, we're doing great, sir.
Hey, I just wanted to comment about that retard that was on there. The reason why he's at the gate is because he scored the lowest on the test in the Air Force.
Is that where they put all the dumb guys?
Yeah, I've been a military brat for 26 years. That's where they put the lowest of the lows. He's one of the Jerry's kids.
I bet. And so your father was what rank when he retired?
Well, my dad, he got out of the Air Force, went in the reserves, but my stepdad retired as a staff sergeant.
Okay.
All right, thank you, sir.
You're welcome.
Bye-bye. Hello, Don and Mike Show.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi there, you're on the air.
Hi.
Hi.
I just wanted to let you know I used to work for a vet office, and all the doctors there, especially one, used to always call for anything and just say, "This is Dr. So-and-so."
Yeah, a veterinarian.
Yeah.
This is Dr. Doolittle.
Hello, Ed. This is Jerry Lewis. I'm off on my tour of military guard gates.
Don't, doctor, for Christ's sake.
Right, thank you, for Christ's
gate
sake.
guards, yeah.
For Christ's sake. Hello, Don and Mike.
I have something to say about the ABC.
How old are you?
Gotta be 18 to call this show, kid.
Yes, sir.
How old are you?
13.
Okay, 5 more years.
Okay.
Okay.
Hang in there.
All right, bye.
I almost had a little more phlegm coming up there.
Just a little bit. You caught it back before he actually affected the speech pattern.
It's good. Swallowed it back.
Please.
Hello, Don and Mike. You know, I got something about Jerry Lewis here, speaking of Jerry's kids.
You know, I would like to say something on behalf of all guard gates or gate guards. I keep saying guard gates, but the guys, I'm sure there are guys that are better representatives of guys that guard the military bases than that last guy that called. It just seems to me.
I'm sure that what the other guy said was right. They're the lowest rung.
Yeah, I'm not surprised at that, but I think he may have been in the lower percentile of the lowest rung.
Well,
I hope so.
Lowest rung is lowest rung, man.
Yeah, that is true. You're all down there.
You're talking about your bottom 10%.
12 hours here at the gate, bad test scores.
Hello, Don and Mike Show.
Don and Mike, General Mills here. I have more underwear slang for you.
General Mills.
General Mills. Called a under the butt.
Okay, thank you.
This is General Tire.
General Mills. Hello, Don and Mike Show. Hello. You're on the air, Don and Mike.
Hey, I just wanted to comment about the guy who called in and said his stepdad retired as a staff sergeant.
Yes, sir.
He must not have been the sharpest stack in the box either.
Now the military are eating their young, ladies and gentlemen.
Is there something wrong with it being a staff sergeant?
I'm sorry?
Is there something wrong with being a staff sergeant?
It's just not a very high rank.
Well, we need those guys in the front line, so, we need the guys to lead our young men into battle. Thank you for hanging up.
Hello, Don and Mike Show. I forgot to tell that guy at the front gate, thank you for your service to our country.
Yes.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi there. Come on, hurry, please. All right, hurry. I appreciate it. Thank you. We'll be right back.
This is the Don and Mike Show.
Who's the big winner here tonight at the casino? Huh? Mikey, that's who. Mikey's the big winner. Mikey wins.
The Don and Mike Show.
Expertly aged like a fine cheddar. The best of Don and Mike.
Right. And welcome back to the best of Don and Mike. I'm your host, the legendary Joe Ardinger, with you on this Wednesday afternoon. Raining here over in D.C. Hope the weather's nicer in your part of the world. Anyway, getting right back into the best of Don and Mike. Well, some years ago, Mike took a trip to Ireland. That's right. And the result could only be the best of Don and Mike. It would be nice if the CD player would cooperate. Here it goes. The best of Don and Mike.
Just like Pennsylvania.
Could have gone to Pittsburgh and seen the same scenery.
I quoted you on a regular basis on my trip to Ireland.
Your wife told me.
Yes. Every time we'd see something beautiful, I would say, Don thinks this looks like Pennsylvania.
She told me that tonight when I called the house.
Right.
I talked to your wife for a couple minutes before I talked to you.
Uh-huh.
That's why I said, how was Ireland? She said it was fine. I said, what'd you think? Wasn't it just like going to Pennsylvania? And she said, he said that.
I know, he said
he
that a lot.
said that.
I said that a lot. All the, all the special moments we had over in Ireland. It was great. It was kind of it was a homecoming, Don. I knew that would make you react like that. It was the coolest. It was great. It was fantastic. It was the best vacation I've ever had. Good. It was. I know it's not exciting. Horrible things didn't happen to me until the very end.
You know, that
Tell us about the very end.
The very end. I mean, I can't tell you about finding my great-great-grandfather's headstone in the cemetery in Ireland and climbing over a wall in a deserted cemetery with a deserted church and searching through the cemetery and then finally finding the gravestone that said, erected by Patrick O'Meara in loving memory of his wife Sarah, who died in 1868, and then he died in 1869.
Because O'Meara is such an uncommon name.
It's you know, in the part of County North, Tipperary County North, they said the name is so common in that part of the Ireland that they have to give people nicknames for their last names,
That's
for their
what I mean.
surnames.
So how do you know, since there are so many O'Mearas,
right?
How do you know that you had the right one?
I don't yet. And all I was working off was pictures that my parents had taken in 1983, and they said, this is, and my aunt, who has since passed away, is kind of like the family historian, and she actually stayed with somebody over in this little village, which is in the middle of nowhere.
You ever see that movie, The Matchmaker?
No.
With Jeannie Garofalo?
No.
You should rent that movie sometime.
Why? Now, is there some sort of scam or something like that, or what?
It's about people who go to Ireland and try to find their roots.
Right. And why are you saying it like that and mocking me? And what is the problem? I didn't do that, really. I hope you did really find your roots over there. What they try to do is, and a lot of people go over there and they fill out forms and they try to get all the information and they try to do the family tree. I know that I can come back here and have a better chance of doing that on the internet than I actually would if I was over there. Yeah. And it would take just the same amount of time. So all I was working off of was 2 pictures, and then when we got there, all the gravestones were covered with like moss, and a couple of the graves I was walking over, and all
shallow
of a sudden,
graves.
I mean, yeah, shallow, where I would dip down, and all of a sudden my foot would go down, and it wouldn't go into the ground, but it would cave in, and over one grave, I was just walking, and I'm looking around, and I realized that I was walking up and down like this rounded thing, and I looked at the grass mound, and it was like very scary. It looked like the outline of a casket.
That's kind of spooky.
It was spooky also when, like, these birds over in a bush area, I said, well, I don't know if we're going to find this, and all of a sudden you just... And I'm like, and we finally find.
Did you have that great Ireland weather when you were there?
Yeah, it was actually very warm. It was actually it was kind of cloudy.
It was about 50?
And it was no, it was actually about 75. See, that's another thing where they had unusual weather. And we found the gravestone. That was the first day when we landed. We had a little jet lag, and we landed, and then we went out, and I went to. You'll be very surprised to know I went to a lot of Irish pubs.
Huh.
And
shocker.
And the last night we were in Ireland, we just we made a reservation. Man, you haven't had Harp beer until you've had it on tap. I'll tell you, you haven't had a pint. And what I'm doing is all I wanted to do, and all Laura wanted to do, was go over and actually just hang out and meet the people. We didn't want to go to castles. We didn't just want to bop around and go to the tourist sites. We just wanted to, hang out, go to different places. And we made one reservation the first night, and then the rest of the time we ventured forward, and we didn't have any real game plan. We said, well, we'll go in this direction. We'll go down here. We'll go over here. And we ended up meeting a lot of people. And what I found was, even though we all speak English, that the Irish dialect, the further south you get in the country, is closer to somebody saying something like, oh, how you doing? You've been over to I tell you like that. And I'd be sitting next to a guy in a pub going, yeah, that's right.
That's like talking to you when you're drunk.
Well, I mean, most of us got in that kind of shape at the end of the evening. But the very last, what we were doing is we're also taking pictures. Like, it was stupid, but I have to tell you what we did. We got very excited about it. We're taking pictures of anything we would see that had O'Meara on it. So when we go, I have a picture of O'Meara's pharmacy. Then I have a picture of a building. I didn't know what the business was, but it had O'Meara on the outside. So at one point it was a business. And then we see this guy who's coming out of an alley in like an electrical contractor truck, and we jumped out because it said Seamus O'Meara, electrical contractor. And the very last night,
goofy.
The very last night we picked this place because it looked good that we'd stay there. This little bed and breakfast in the middle of Killarney, Ireland, and we get out.
No TV, I know, right?
I watched the Larry Sanders Show from the room.
Hey, Ireland's not too bad.
It was an early version of the Larry Sanders Show, but I actually watched. That was the only place though that had a TV. But they have lots of good, strong running water over there. Because you get all that rain. The water pressure, which I like. I like the kind of water pressure that'll like push you through the wall. They have lots of water, and it was shocker. And I was very excited. So we get in, we check into this place, and then we're just gonna. It's our last night there. We're gonna venture out, and we're gonna do some shopping, pick up some souvenirs for the family and stuff like that. We walk 2 steps away from this door, and Laura's in front of me, and she goes, "You're not going to believe this." And she points to in front of her, and right next to the place we were staying, we didn't plan this. It said O'Mara's Pub. And at that point, I hear these voices going, oh. It's like the Holy Grail. I found what I've really been looking for in the, for the entire. So we walk in, and at that point, it was determined. Laura wanted to do a little shopping, but I met these 2 guys that had just been like digging ditches or something, and I decided that I was going to spend the rest of the day.
The rest of your life.
The rest of my life. Really, I would be happy if I was still sitting in that pub. And I'm taking pictures like an idiot. I take a picture of the taps that they have because it's a brass thing and it's got O'Mara's Pub on it. And then they have those chalkboards where they have the menu and it's got O'Mara's Pub on that. So I take a picture of that.
Make sure you remind me over to watch these slides some night. Ooh, very exciting. Great party.
Tremendously exciting. It's the most exciting pictures I was showing everybody. And I got the little menu board with the slate on it was actually late in the. I said, "Oh, look at that! It's got O'Mara's Pub on top of it." And I took that later in the afternoon. And when I took that picture, it didn't come out too good. It actually came out like I guess my hands had involuntarily spazzed out. But it was it was everything you hate and I love. It was everything. It was really. I went to the two Red Sox games up at Fenway Park in Boston, which they won. I went with my nephew, and they won the games.
Well, that's good. You were in America for that. I'm all for that.
But I mean, when I came back from Ireland, I really had this feeling that I usually really, it's always good to get back home, and we both kind of had this feeling. The people are different over there. I mean, the way they treat other people, the way they treat each other, there's just a difference. You don't walk into a store, you rarely walk into a store or restaurant or anything like that where people aren't, there's just that mutual respect thing happening, and I kind of dug it over there. And I was kind of, I felt a little bummed when I came back, and I know you're going to say...
You didn't find that mutual respect here in the stores in America?
No, not at all. It is a real, you know that you're back. I mean, it's just a different way people have of dealing with it. It's just more serious. I think we're under a lot more pressure. They don't have, you go over there and you're driving on those wonderful roads that you've driven on before, and
I just want to say this sounds a little un-American to me.
I know. It does. I'm fully aware of the fact, and I know you're Johnny Patriot, and I know this was going to upset you, but I really found myself truly enjoying the country over there.
That's nice,
I loved
Mike.
it. And the guy that was in back of us on the plane, I said, "Hey, you're going over to Ireland?" And he said, "Yeah, this is my 35th time." And he said, "I'm going back over there to live over there with my wife. I'm actually going to go and move over there." And I found myself a little jealous of the guy that's going over to live in Ireland. It was that cool a country. I really dug the way people related to each other. But I'm very happy to be back. I'm very happy. Oh, here we go. I am about to get a lecture, ladies and gentlemen. I understand it. You go ahead, Don. All right, I'll take it. I'll take it. I know I'm speaking from my heart, and I know you're speaking from your heart, and I hope I haven't offended you too badly with my love of Ireland.
I find the service in America to be fantastic. Hackinger notwithstanding.
You made me spit my water. I know you do. I know. It's the best, isn't it?
It's the best, Mike.
I know.
Something about being an American.
I understand.
But I'll tell you what I think about Ireland. Small, crappy cars, small, crappy roads.
You're right about that.
All the buildings look like Hansel and Gretel's house. Made of stone. Give me an American-made skyscraper any of the day of the week. And as far as beer, Mike?
Yes?
3 words. Pabst Blue Ribbon.
Yeah, I understand. I know I've hit a chord here. I'm sorry.
I don't mind that you love your native country.
Yeah, that's true.
But how dare you say these things about America?
I know. I got a little carried away. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to offend. I'll take the lecture. I need to be reminded this is the greatest country in the world.
If you don't love this country, Get back on your four-leaf clover and go to Ireland. To quote something I recently said on this show that I'm very proud of.
Variation on a theme there, I understand. I know.
Get back on your leprechaun.
Chicken fight my leprechaun back to Ireland. Get on his shoulders and cross the big pond.
You weren't glad to be back in America?
Well, I was kind of glad, but...
Kind of glad?
I was very glad, okay?
Thank you, Mike.
Here we are. Very glad to be in the United States. The greatest country in the world. Greatest football teams. Greatest everything.
You're damn right about that.
That's right. They like their American football over there, though. I'm sorry. I slipped, but they did. And I was talking to this one guy in the bar, O'Mara's Pub, about basketball. He liked Michael Jordan. He was wearing an Air Jordan hat. Okay? I mean, that was cool, I thought.
That's the goofiest thing about your whole trip.
I know.
He's taking all the pictures of O'Mara's Pub.
I will bring them in for you. We probably have 6 or 7 of them, and I'll bring them all in for you to see. O'Mara's Pharmacy was actually run by a lady named O'Mara, and we chatted together. And I told her how great the United States was, and I'm just dying to get back because I love America.
There you go.
Oh, man. Oh, man.
So what's the bad stuff that happened?
Maniac that we on the way back, actually an American guy that was waiting to get on a plane.
He's an American guy.
Guy from the Bronx.
Why can't he just be a guy?
Yeah, well, he was slightly infirmed, and we got the frequent flyer miles where we got upgraded on the way back, and they put you in a special little lounge, and it was just us and one guy, and we walk in, and this guy's in like Jerry Lewis of the Telethon. He is in a wheelchair, and I go in, Laura goes out to get some last-minute shopping in the airport, and I'm sitting there, and a lady comes over and gives him a drink. And as she gives him a drink, she's walking away, and you hear him go, S-F, S, S-F.
Was he Tourette's?
No, he was just going, he wasn't Tourette's at all. He was just saying it. And,
just mad?
Yeah, he's mad. And then she comes back over and she goes, "Now, come on, I don't want you to be cursing like this." He's like,
so this is in Ireland still?
This is in Ireland.
Way back to
this is one of the
States.
people that works for Aer Lingus, the airline, and she's being as nice to this guy as she could.
Lingus.
And the guy looked to be about 75, 80 years old, and he's sitting there in this chair, and he's like, "Oh, come on, just sit with me for a while."
Probably a vet.
He was one of the American Wars. Absolutely. So. Well, this is a good story. I'm not mean to this guy. You know, I wasn't mean to this. He kind of took a shine on my wife later on too. After he lost his attachment for the flight attendant.
Now we're getting somewhere.
That's right. And there was drinking involved.
Hold on.
And at this point, my wife's out of the room, and I'm sitting in back of this guy, and I just see the back of this guy's head. And so she walks in. She goes, "I'm on break now. I have to take a 5-minute break." She goes, "Just stay with me." You bitch. She's unfazed, so apparently he's been in there for a long time.
I get the feeling you were looking in a mirror in about 20 years.
And he's sitting there, and another one comes by, and I don't know how I started talking to him, but I kind of felt sorry for the guy because he looked like he was kind of infirmed, and I said, I think I know what it was. I was walking past him, and as I came by the second time, he said, "Will you get me a Jameson's?" And I said, "I don't think the lady wants you to do that." "Ah, jeez, will you just sit down? Sit down with me." And I'm like, where am I going? I'm getting ready. I'm in, pre-flight. And so I said, "I'll sit down."
You're going through your own ritual, right?
I'll sit down with the guy. And I sit down, and just about the time I sit down with you, "Where are you from?" I'm like, "Washington, D.C. "Great restaurant there. Great restaurants there. Fantastic. Would you give me just one little drink?" And I said, the lady said I shouldn't do that. Just one. And at that point, my wife walks in, and she says, "Hi." And he says, "Oh, jeez. God, you're beautiful. Would you get me one little drink?" And we're sitting there and we're talking to him, going, "Where are you from?" "I'm from the Bronx. I'm from the Bronx right now. And I just wanna hold on. I'm getting tired. And that's the first moment that I get a little, wary about. Maybe I shouldn't have sat down here. Maybe this guy's really sicker than he let on. And he's saying to the other flight attendant, he said, "Get me just one little drink. Would you get me?" "So where are you from?"
And I said, before Washington, D.C. Oh, okay, that's great. Great restaurants, great. Would you give me just one little? And finally he said it. He said it once. He said it like 16 times. I'm like, hey, here's a guy. He looks like he's half dead. And I said, I'm going up there. I'm going to get him his little drink that he wants. And I'll put a little extra water in it. And so I go up there and I pour him this little drink of Irish whiskey. And then I put half of it water. And I bring him, he goes, that is the nicest thing anybody's ever done for me. Thank you very much. And he keeps talking to us, but he starts nursing the drink, and I'm realizing maybe, like, medically I shouldn't have done that. You know, he was drinking something when I came in, but he's talking to us and saying, you know what another great restaurant is? This restaurant that And he looked like, really, I thought for a second, Jesus, what am I going to do? Am I going to have to do CPR on the guy? And he starts drinking. He'd come back, and then finally, right before they're about to call our flight, they say, okay, I just want to tell you one more. I got to stop. And he sits back, and the attendant comes over and looks at him. He didn't close his eyes or anything, but he stopped talking, and he's breathing like this. He's going... And she gets this other person from the airline to come in with a walkie-talkie. Right. They said, we better... And I don't hear what she's saying, and they wheel him out. And he hasn't said anything, and I hope he, like, made it to his plane and didn't die. But he's like... I said, okay, nice talking with you. And he's going... and he left his drink on the table where I got it, and he went out, and then that was it. And he didn't do anything, but I was worried that he was actually going to die, and we were a little uptight about that.
So there weren't 3 ghosts there? It wasn't like the ghost of Christmas past, Christmas present. For you, the ghost of Christmas future.
Ghost of Christmas future. This is your life. This is what's going to happen. And then on the last leg of the flight, we were flying back from Boston on Saturday morning. We were flying from Boston to Washington, D.C. And
bad weather.
And guess where Hurricane Dennis was supposed to be? And we flew in. And when you're on a plane, I'm not exactly the easiest flyer. I don't relax when we're flying. But I was doing okay. I had myself resigned to the fact that I'm focusing on the kids. I'm not going to pay attention to anything else until they say the hurricane. And they said Dennis the Menace, as the pilot called it. And when they're like that, I'm like, it relaxes me, but it doesn't. It's like, well, ladies and gentlemen, we just want to let you know that we could have a delay getting into Dulles Airport due to Dennis the Menace is wreaking a little havoc around the Washington area. And then, I said, all right, it's going to be okay. But we get up, everything's fine. It's nice and smooth. And 10 minutes into the flight, we get just a little bit of turbulence as we're going through, and I'm like, I can handle this. I know we're flying into bad weather, and I'm thinking, at this point, I'm forgetting my entire family. My wife is taking care of the kids, and I'm sitting there just gripping. And we're back there, and the service is really slow. The cart's all the way up at the front of the plane, and by the time it gets back,
getting your medicine.
By the time it gets to me, it's just like, I said, could I have a Bloody Mary, please, like right now, please, God, please, because we're all gonna die. We're all going to crash. The plane's going to die. We're all going to be in pieces. Please, hurry up, please, lady. And at that point, it's the same old thing. The Bloody Mary. I look at the lady, and she's like, Bloody Mary. I said, yeah, it's after noon. It was after 12 noon. I said, yeah, it's not a foreign concept, please. And she goes, Nan, or whatever her name. It was one of those flight attendant pairs that were, working as flight attendants.
Tag team.
Roosevelt was president, too. And it's just like, Nan, do we have any Bloody Mary mix? I don't know. Let me see. And they go through. And meanwhile, the plane is starting to do a little bit more of this as we're going into it. And it's like, and the pilot comes on. He says, ladies and gentlemen, we're, as we mentioned before, Dennis the Menace. And I'm like, at this point, I'm not laughing. I'm like, okay, we know you made your little joke, Dennis. And Dennis the Menace, wreaking a little more havoc than we originally. We're going to ask, unfortunately, flight attendants to suspend beverage service right now. And this is, I swear to God, this is when they were, at my seat. I had put the order in, and they said, we're going to suspend beverage service right now. Well, being good flight attendants, they immediately, lock up their cart, and they move it to the back of the plane. And I'm like, going, please, God, please don't go before. And I didn't want to make a big scene about it because it's a safety issue. I don't want a flight attendant to bump her head on the ceiling because she's pouring me a Bloody Mary. So I let it go. I let it slide. But this was basically flying medicine free for me, and it freaked me out a little bit. Right. And he goes, we're going to ask the flight attendants to suspend beverage service. That's the first announcement. So the plane is going like this, and then the plane is going like this more and more. And I'm on an aisle seat. You know how much I love those aisle seats when I can't, and I've got my wife and our two kids on the other aisle, on the other side of the plane. Right. And next to me is this woman who is reading and totally, but she's not an unattractive woman. So every time I'm trying to look out the window, I think that she thinks that I'm staring at her because she gives me this little look and I'm like, no, I'm not looking at you like every guy. I'm looking because I want to see where the hurricane is because we're going to die. So I'm looking over across her, and she is sitting there and kind of reading her magazine, but
was she hot?
Glancing at No. You know what she looked like, really, frankly? She looked like a much better-looking version of that young kid that's on the soap opera that we watch.
She's kind of piggy looking, you mean?
But thinner, but the same kind of blonde hair and not as piggy a face.
Right.
But she was kind of done up, and somebody that knows that, she's done up. And so she's giving me one of these where she's every single friggin' time I look out the window, she's thinking that I'm checking her out, and I wasn't, because I have my family on the left side of the plane, and I'm looking out to see if there's like lightning bolts or maybe a tornado that's going to be, because at this point, no, seriously, at this point the plane is going, we're bouncing up, and I'm trying to look at, and I'm trying to be cool about it, because there's this idiot that's 2 rows up in front of me, and he's doing, you ever see those guys that are like, with his head on a swivel, and it's like all going around, and he's like, ooh, what's up? And I'm trying to be a little cooler about that, so I would just occasionally look out the window at the woman who thinks I'm looking at her, and I'm just like, I just want to see, and it goes like this, and it's bouncing, and it's bouncing, and it's bouncing, and I'm thinking, this is it, this is it, this is what I've always thought, this is why they always made fun of me, this is it, this is it. I look over at my wife, and I swear to God, right before, when we got into the teeth of this thing, and this is like, and when the pilot comes on in weather like that, he goes, flight attendants, please prepare for landing. And he said it a little more urgently, like, I've got to go down, mayday. No, but it's just what it sounded. He didn't say I know that. He didn't say, but it sounded like that, mayday. I really thought that's what was going to get. And you're not even supposed to say that on a broadcast station.
True.
I heard that once, but I'm sorry I said that. So he says, flight attendants, please prepare for landing. And I looked over and I said, Catherine, I'm trying to get Catherine's attention. I'm saying, I love you, Catherine. And she looks back at me and she says, I love you. And then I look at Elizabeth, the youngest, and I go, I love you, Elizabeth. And she's in her 2-year-old, whatever, doing her own thing. I look over at Laura. I said, I love you. And Laura knows, exactly what I'm going through. She grabs my hand across the aisle and says, I love you too. But then there's a little look on Laura's face and saying, you're a total and complete idiot. Yeah. And I'm sitting there, medicine free, just going, and man, I mean, it's never been worse than this. And the plane's just going like this. And the landing gear comes down, which actually relaxes me a little bit as the landing gear comes down. And I'm thinking, please, just keep the landing gear down, please. Land the plane. Then we come out of the clouds.
You're the worst.
And I see those pine trees, that you see outside of Dulles Airport. And that makes me a little calmer, and then it starts to get a little calm. It actually starts to calm down a little bit, and the plane's coming in, and he's going, and then it stops bumping a little bit, and then right before we're going to land, it goes, and the right wing goes up, and honest to God, you would have been proud of me. I didn't scream. I didn't. I sat there, and I looked out the window at the egomaniacal blonde who was sitting next to me, who thought I was staring at her. I looked to my right, I look out the window, and I'm sitting there, go, hey, no problem at all, and I'm looking with it, and she looks at me, it's like saying, oh, there he is, checking me out again. No, I'm not. And
I bet we could get anybody else from that flight that said, it's a little turbulence on the way down, but it was no big deal.
We came very close to dying on that trip. I thank God that I'm back here with all of you, because I came very close to dying. Thank you very much.
A brave man, Mike.
And then it was actually, all things considered, I thought the pilot did a very, very nice job. I didn't like the 2 references, Dennis the Menace, I mean, don't take my life that lightly. We're talking about hundreds of lives. Please. And you are making a cartoon strip joke.
Please.
You moron. Fly the plane.
Please.
But otherwise, I had a wonderful trip. Had a good time with my family.
We will be back right after
this. Is the Don and Mike Show.
We don't need no badges. I don't have to show you any stinking badges.
The Don and Mike Show.
With an ensemble show, someone is going to be the spark plug. The Don and Mike program.
That's right. I'm your spark plug, the legendary Joe Arnger, with you on this fine Wednesday evening, bringing you the best of Don and Mike coast to coast. And, oh, hey, don't forget, you can keep up on all the goings-on the Don and Mike Show at donandmikewebsite.com. Don't forget to go to the store. You can also check out daily show segments and coming soon, podcasting. And don't forget to go to joeardinger.com as well. Those are the plugs. Let's get back into the show. Oh, this brings back memories. Once upon a time, Mel Karmazin bought Viacom, and it was good enough to make the best of Don and Mike.
I think Mel Karmazin is a handsome, handsome man.
Very good. Bravo. Very good. It's very nice.
I'm seeing him on TV all the time now.
Right.
You know, with his big takeover of Viacom and stuff.
Yes.
And I think he's a very handsome man.
Very good.
I don't know if I've ever publicly said that before, but I want to say that now.
And a genius.
Yes. Oh, yes.
Amen. Genius. And, the greatest thing that's ever happened to our company.
Did you see his cufflinks he had on yesterday?
His CBS cufflinks.
CBS cufflinks.
Beautiful.
Hence the nickname.
That's right.
How can one man be such a triple threat?
I don't know.
Great businessman.
Be careful.
I know. I'm being serious,
I know
Mike.
you are. That was a sneeze. You had it was
triple threat.
Bless you, Mike.
Jesus. Let me just say that. I don't have to go any further.
Yes.
Mel is a triple threat. That's all I want to say.
Absolutely. And, hey, can we all simultaneously salute him? We salute. Way to go.
Salute. Our boss, in effect today,
right,
or yesterday, I guess it is, bought MTV.
Yeah.
And everything else. Funny how when these takeovers occur, it's supposed to be this other company taking over CBS.
And then our boss becomes the head of that corporation.
Yeah,
it's the second time, and he went from our radio company to the head of the great CBS,
and now he's the head of
Viacom.
Just about everything.
So I mean, we are forever grateful.
And what makes it so funny is that this morning I was sitting at the breakfast table with Bart with Frida, and I was holding. Give me the paper with that picture of Mel. I was holding up the paper, and I said, "Hey, Bart," I said, "You see this picture right here? Look at this man. You see this?" I said, "No, I really said this."
You said congratulations.
I said this. I said, "This is the guy that yells at me and Uncle Mike all the time." I said, "You see that?"
Yeah.
I said, "He doesn't just yell at us on the phone.
Right.
He actually flies into town and has a meeting with us and yells at us."
Very cool. It's very, very exciting. It's
see what an important man he is?
Absolutely.
Look at him up there on the board of Viacom CBS.
Well, that's where geniuses belong.
And this is what I don't get. It says, Mel Karmazin, hands-on leader, says he tends to be very verbal. Huh? Not in my experience.
No, just a can-do guy.
He's a relentless salesman. He showed up for the press conference wearing CBS cufflinks. Now, this I will...
He promotes the network, and I think that's a credit to him.
This I will give you, the story about our boss, Mel. He is informal and full of jokes. I'm just reading an article from USA Today.
That is true. That's right. You're reading it out of the paper.
Out of USA Today.
It's in the paper. Right.
I don't believe this. He can be prickly, though.
I don't understand that. You can't believe everything you read.
Oh, listen to this.
This is out of the paper in USA Today, the article that was written?
While at Infinity, he once questioned the station manager's $20 lunch tab.
I don't understand that. But, they'll print anything. They'll print anything in the USA Today, out of which you're reading right now.
Let me see. Then that means he'll now be running MTV, VH1.
Yeah, all the Viacom properties.
Nickelodeon.
Half of Comedy Central.
Karmazin, a New Yorker who put himself through Pace University while holding down a full-time advertising job, has a more blunt approach. Let me sort of quickly run through the stuff he offered. His dark eyebrows bobbing up and down beneath the silver hair.
They wrote that in
That's
in the paper, huh?
You know why this is so goofy? I mean, listen, make no bones about it. This guy's a freaking genius, and we've said it since the first day we started working here.
Absolutely.
But there is something that is mind-blowing about seeing the same guy that yells at us for doing jokes. Sitting up here on the national stage.
It's pretty amazing. All over the paper today.
Yeah.
The paper out of which you were reading.
He's everywhere. Let me see. I like to operate things, to be hands-on.
It's true.
I tend to be very communicative.
That's true.
To be very verbal. And then the guy that owns Viacom says, Mel seduced us.
Now, Rob, you behave yourself. We're talking about our fearless leader. Yeah.
First, Mel proposed
We're reading out of the paper.
A small deal involving a few TV stations. That idea quickly grew in scope. Then he popped the big question. You know, it used to be when we first started working for this guy, what is it, 9 years ago, you know, only people in the radio business knew who he was.
Right.
Now, look at this. Do you know last night, Mel was the lead story on Entertainment Tonight?
Pretty incredible. Yeah. Huge merger.
Mel Karmazin, our boss.
Huge media merger.
Right.
That is wacky.
A lot more people to worry about than us now, too. Mm-hmm.
No, he still finds plenty of time to worry about us.
I know.
Trust me.
I hope he doesn't this time.
Trust me. And that's what everybody keeps saying. The bigger he gets or the more stuff he has to do, the less he's going to worry about the radio stations. Well, it's been my experience.
No, he pays attention.
He's got plenty of time to worry about the radio stations.
He pays a great deal of attention.
He loves radio.
Sure
he
does.
And he is a genius, and we congratulate him. Salute.
We do.
Absolutely.
No doubt about it, man.
I mean, really. I mean, this is incredible.
Mm-hmm.
Guy is a great businessman. Here's his quote. I have never been a lone ranger.
Mm-hmm.
I have always had bosses. Really?
I don't understand that.
No,
I don't want to question what he said.
Of course
not. You mean like?
I mean, unless he's talking about God. Because as far as I'm concerned, God's the only person with more power than Mel Karmazin.
Well, I guess he's talking about there's always somebody that's, you know, in that position.
Who?
Well,
who's a bigger boss than Mel?
I don't know. I am confused.
I don't know either.
I am not comfortable talking about this.
Just reading a story out of the newspaper about our CEO.
That's all you're doing.
With his dark eyebrows bobbing up and down beneath his silver hair.
They wrote that.
They wrote that in the paper.
You want to say it today?
Yeah, and that he had the CBS.
You know, I'm very seriously, I'm not surprised that he pulled this deal off.
No, I'm not either. No.
You should see the meetings when he flies in town to talk with us. When we're unhappy about something, when we really get pissed at Ken.
We should see how all buttery we get when we go into those meetings. If he's there at the table, I mean, we're just like, man, we've got some serious.
Do you remember the last time we had a big?
Oh, man.
We were so pissed at Ken. We went to Ken and we said, you know, screw this.
Right.
We demand that we talk to the big guy. He comes to town all the time.
He tells it like it is.
The next time we're here, we demand he's here. And for 2 weeks in a row, Mike and I were talking to each other up about this.
Here's what we're going to say at this meeting, man. We are going to say...
We're not going to take this anymore.
Right. Man, this is the way we want it.
Listen, we got our meeting with Mel.
Then we walk in, we say...
Mel loves us.
What do you want? And we say, we want this and we want this. And he goes, no. And we're like,
okay.
Bye.
Thank you.
Nice, safe home.
Thank you. He does have one quote famous with us, though.
Mm-hmm.
One famous quote. Let me just give you an insight into a great man, the pillar of modern industry, Mr. Mel Karmazin, who's on the front page of USA Today. The quote I think that Mike and I probably have heard from him more than any other quote in our many meetings with him. What haven't I done for you?
That's it.
That's his answer to all of our questions.
That's right.
What haven't I done for you?
Absolutely.
And you know what?
We agree.
We always say, yeah, you're right.
Absolutely. Thank you.
That's too funny.
Thank you.
You know what I mean?
And God bless you.
Like Ken, okay? Ken will never amount to anything. There's no way in the world that you'll ever see a picture like this of a couple of real titans of industry, and you'll see Ken Stevens in this picture. There's no way.
Yes.
But Mel is technically Ken's boss.
Right.
Which means that Mel yells at Ken, then Ken yells at us, and when Ken gets done yelling at us enough, then we say, stop yelling at us, we want to be yelled at by Mel. It's just funny. It's wacky.
And when he does, we basically take it, because that's just the way it works.
It's like somebody you know who's famous.
That's pretty incredible.
I mean, he used to be famous, but Christ, now he's really famous. Look at all the things he owns. Besides us, he owns Infinity Broadcasting, VH1, King World. You know Mel just bought Oprah.
Right.
Okay? CBS Market Watch. Mel owns Blockbuster Video now. Did you know that?
I know it's all part of Viacom.
Well, that's incredible. And yet I'm looking through this whole article. I don't see our names mentioned once.
No, they don't mention us.
No. With all the assets of CBS, they didn't mention us.
We're a giant asset. We're a big asset.
Two of the biggest assets that this company has.
Everybody writes about Mel in this newspaper.
Yeah, I mean, it's huge. This is huge. This was on all the networks. Everybody was talking about this. This is a massive, massive merger.
Wow. That's pretty funny. When you see that guy on TV, you just got to know this, everybody. That's the guy that says to me and Mike all the time, what haven't I done for you?
Absolutely. And we congratulate him.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely. We congratulate him.
No kidding, man.
And, hey, get ready for that company to go through the roof, too. I mean, really, that's what happens. I mean, he's, he gets it done.
I bet he cancels Moesha, though.
I don't know.
I bet he cancels Star Trek Voyager, too.
Oh.
I don't see anything on UPN worth keeping.
It's a troubled network.
Mel's a bottom-line guy.
He's a bottom-line guy, but, I think the track record is when he comes into these things, it's, you don't see the dramatic changes, but you just see the value of the company go up. That's really what happens. It's all about that. It's all about that as I rub my fingers together.
Rugrats may join CBS Saturday morning lineup. Do you think that's from Mel?
I don't know.
CBS will get first dibs on a new series from the producers of Jag and Becker. Oh, hey, and the future of Moesha appears cloudy.
Ah, there you go.
These are the changes viewers may see in the wake of Tuesday's $36 billion...
I might have to write a letter.
$36 billion merger of CBS and Viacom.
We are but insects on the bottom of the shoe.
Yeah, we sure are.
We are but tiny little crumbs falling off the crumbs that fell off the big crumb that landed on the floor.
And yet safe in the house that Mel Karmazin built.
Not safe, Buzz.
No one is safe.
Not safe,
in
Buzz.
that house.
Not safe.
You have not read the booklet.
No, I mean it's a
you have
strong,
not read the tablet.
The book of Mel.
What I meant was it's a strong, sturdy house.
Well, that comment alone, you're going to live to regret it, I am sure.
I'd like to point out for the record that was Michael Elston who made that comment.
Alias Buzz Burbank, who said that we are safe. My God, how could you have said that?
Well,
not safe.
Meant it was a sturdy house.
You say that to the man with his dark eyebrows bobbing up and down beneath his silver hair. You say that.
Safe. Is it safe?
Right there.
There's a picture. It's a picture there.
He is.
His face on every paper in every home in America.
There he is.
There.
3 times. 3 things, man.
Bingo. And we're very... I think the reason we're talking about this is because we are so overjoyed
it's wacky. It's wacky that our boss is on CNBC all the time.
It is wacky, and it's wonderful. It is wonderful.
It's weird.
It's a very good thing.
It's weird. The guy who went on last contract negotiation looked across the table and said, I'm not paying you that much money.
Right.
That's the same guy right here.
Yeah.
That's him, man.
There he is.
There he is, our boss.
Fantastic.
There he is.
Bigger. This company is now bigger and bigger and bigger.
Right.
Huge. Hey. It's a media giant.
He's the guy that put us on Westwood One, man.
Right.
He's the guy that gave us our break.
Absolutely.
Right. He's the greatest.
He is. Congratulations.
I think about marrying him. Well, I'm reading here he's divorced. I've learned more about Mel
by reading this newspaper
in this
article.
USA Today article than I've known working for the guy for 8 years.
You just don't pay attention enough.
Really?
You don't pay attention to the hallways.
I guess not.
I'll tell you one thing. We don't see him as much as we used to, and I guess we can understand why.
No, that's true.
That is the very truth.
That's very true.
Absolutely.
All right, well, congratulations to the CEO of CBS.
Viacom. President of Viacom now, right?
He is the man. He has done it.
That's right. And we are all unsafe, Buzz. We are never
Well,
safe.
that's true. I'll rethink that.
And you are more unsafe than we are.
Oh, I'm sure.
Based on that comment you just made.
You're going to have to. I think it's going to take a lot of letter writing.
It's too weird.
It is weird. It is weird. It's a weird feeling.
It's like somebody that you went to high school with all of a sudden grew up and they're a movie star or something.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
Captain of industry.
Except he's a champion of industry.
Yeah. Absolutely.
He is.
For goodness sakes.
It's very strange. It's a strange feeling. It's a strange feeling to, and to see it in the paper is one thing. To see all the television coverage and the press conference is something else.
Did you hear his one-liner when he came out?
No.
When he came out, he said, I guess this means that the MTV Video Music Awards are now as hot a ticket as U.S. Open is.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
The combination of Viacom and
CBS.
Right. Energy.
That's right.
It's everything.
Right.
It'll touch many lives.
As he said that with his dark eyebrows bobbing up and down beneath the silver hair.
According to USA Today.
Beautifully written.
He is probably going to have the guy who wrote this article killed. That's just what I think. Well, he's the greatest, man.
He is.
Amen.
We congratulate him. It's a terrific, big story all across the nation.
No
all
doubt
across the
about
fruited
that.
plain.
All hail Big Daddy Mel.
Way to go, Mel.
He keeps doing it. Okay, let's get to the Jerry Lewis telethon.
Very good. That's a very nice. That's a good segue.
How can you seg out of that?
I think it is a good segue.
You know, it's not like he's not a newsmaker, man. The guy's on the front page of the newspapers. He was the lead story of Entertainment Tonight.
You just have to make the transition. You've got him over here, Jerry Lewis over here.
Okay, here we go. Here we go. The Jerry Lewis telethon this year was the lamest.
Yes. You want to take a break so we can collect ourselves?
No, I'm fine. I'm fine to continue. Jerry Lewis's dark eyebrows bobbing up and down.
Oh, boy.
Okay.
Oh, boy.
We should do a break. We should do a break. This bulletin just in, Viacom has just bought all 40 neuromuscular diseases.
There you go. Big story.
Bought them all.
Big, huge story.
Bought them all. Going to cure them by the end of the week.
What haven't I done for you? Oh, my God.
Oh, and something tells me that that's not a line that's just saved for you and me.
No.
That's one of the regulars from the Arsenal.
Sure, I'm sure that Mike Wallace has heard that line.
All those old farts at CBS.
And now 60 Minutes, too.
Yes, that's right.
Remember.
That's right. What haven't I done for you? Absolutely. Mike, put that on my tombstone.
What haven't I done for you?
Yeah, I want it changed from me like sex and me so horny.
I think that's a wonderful idea.
To what haven't I done for you?
What haven't I done for you? It's so cool. It's very cool to have our fearless leader at the top of the heap.
It's just too weird. Okay, Jerry Lewis telethon. Jerry Lewis, okay. You want to get on this goofy Mel mood?
Yes.
This will do it for you.
Absolutely.
Jerry Lewis fought off double vision and headaches to host his annual Labor Day telethon, singing that he's sitting on top of the world, but resting backstage most of the
Yeah. Get out of this mood.
Most of the time. What are you doing?
Nothing.
No, what are you doing?
I'm doing nothing.
What are you doing?
I'm doing nothing.
All right. Now you're being bad.
I'm not.
Now you're being very bad.
No, I'm not. I'm very composed.
Bad.
I'm very, very composed.
Very bad. Jerry Lewis experienced double vision and his blood pressure spiked, says a telethon spokesman. The double vision. You know who would be a great host for this telethon next year?
Oh.
Mel Karmas.
Oh, jeez.
He'd be a great host for this telethon.
Yeah, but that wasn't in the paper. Okay, you.
I'm just giving you my opinion.
I understand that.
I don't think there's anything this man can't do.
I know. He's a can-do guy.
He'd be a great host for the telethon.
He's a can.
Just get on TV and say, hey, what have I done for you? Call that with your pledge.
Go for it.
What haven't I done for you? Okay.
Say it'd be the most successful telethon ever. It would.
Let's break. Right after this.
This is the Don and Mike Show.
It's the Don and Mike Show on Pittsburgh's new talk station, The Edge, 1550.
Look, here's a good example. When your mommy was pregnant with you, she gained a good 40 pounds. There was nothing she wouldn't eat, and Daddy was scared. But when she'd ask me, how do I look, I'd say, honey, you look great. You're beautiful. You're glowing. If I'd have told Mommy she looked like a cow, it would have hurt her feelings. Understand?
My teacher tells me real beauty's on the inside.
That's just something ugly people say.
The Don and Mike Show.
Stay tuned for an outstanding entertainment program, The Best of Don and Mike.
Right. And welcome back to The Best of Don and Mike. Before we get right back into it, don't forget to help the victims of Hurricane Katrina. Call 800-HELP-NOW or visit redcross.org today. Those people need your help, so get right on that while you listen to the Best of Don and Mike. I'm your host, the legendary Joe Ardinger, with you on this Wednesday evening. Jumping right back into it. Oh, a long time ago, there was a guy who had, well, the same job as me. He was a phone screener. His name was Mike Rockhead, and Don and Mike had their differences with him, and one day I think Don got a little fed up with him and invited people to come in and hit Mike Rockhead for $10. It's the Best of Don and Mike.
Mike Show.
Hey, what's up, buddy?
Hey, buddy.
No, what's up, buddy?
Hey, buddy.
No, what's up, buddy?
Hey, buddy.
What's up, peeps?
Hey. Hey, dog.
Hey, what's up with my peeps up there in the streets? You know what I'm saying?
Hey, dog.
Hey, man, did y'all hear about this dude up in Japan?
Tell us, youngin'.
Yeah, people are paying him $9 to hit him in the face.
Bring it strong.
Yeah, I'm bringing it strong, keeping it real up in the field.
You've been studying. You have been. So you've been on a website.
Bring it strong. No, Mike.
You've been listening to the music.
Yeah, I listen to PGC a little bit. You know, on my way into work.
You don't listen to the Backstreet Boys?
They got a guy on PGC, their afternoon guy on PGC. He got a voice like this. Hey, WPGC, bring it strong.
Bring it strong.
Bring it strong. Hey, WPGC, good afternoon. I can't believe I'm getting killed in the ratings by those two fat white guys. WPGC, we used to be number one in the ratings. We're not number one anymore. We're being beaten by the white devil.
And here I am, a black guy, listening to you guys.
That's right.
Yeah,
that's right.
Nothing wrong with that.
You're not alone.
Ain't nothing wrong with that. That's the joint, dude.
But that is where I learned most of my slang, though. Most of my street lingo is from 95.5.
Bring it strong.
Bring it strong. And I love it when they give the phone number. Call me now, 432-9 nickel, 9 nickel. I love it. Such a difference.
Have you guys heard about that guy in Japan?
No, what guy in Japan? What guy?
He's standing on the street, and he's collecting money, $9, for 1 minute, and you get to take your frustrations out on him.
Buzz, have you heard of this? Is this a real story?
I had not come across this item. I hadn't heard of it.
Buzz, look it up. Dude, it's a real story.
You mean you really... So the guy gives you 60 seconds to hit him?
And what?
60 seconds.
So it's not like one shot.
Why did
So far, the guy has a broken nose.
Why did he select... $9 is a weird amount to choose.
I went to the wrestling match last night, and the guy told me about it. And I was like, man, please. So I came to work, and I told somebody about it, and he's like, man, I heard about that this last night, too. I was like... Is this real? And I heard it on another radio station this morning.
All right, we'll research it, my friend. We'll research it. Thank you. Thank you.
All right. Peace out, man.
Bye-bye.
Keep it real.
Keep it real. Bringing it strong.
Bringing it strong.
Keep it real up in the field.
Bringing it strong. I can't believe Whitey's beating me in the ratings.
Very Whitey. Work for Don and Mike.
Goodbye.
Man, well, you know, if that is true, maybe it's an idea we can steal. We certainly have Mikey Rockhead that's looking for something to do.
You know that for the longest time, we've had a running thing on the show where I've invited people to call up and said I would give them a prize if they would hit themselves as hard as they can in the...
Right.
For a long time, I just wanted people to take a book like a dictionary.
Yes.
But nobody has seriously taken me up on that offer.
Well, and those that have, it's difficult to judge the credibility. You know, we always think we get a lot of fakers because you'll hear the sound of the clapping sound, and then they'll go, ow!
Hello, Don and Mike Show.
Hi, we got a weather report from South Carolina.
Oh, yes, ma'am. Hello there.
Hi. Yesterday, the governor told everybody on the coast to leave, so they all came in on I-26, deadlocked the traffic between Columbia and the beach. Nobody could move. There was pictures on the news of people out there with their kids, old people.
Yeah, it's just like in...
Totally stopped.
Just like in the movie Independence Day, where they tell everybody to leave.
And then they finally open up the other lanes, you know, the lanes that are actually going, to the beach.
The wrong way,
and
right.
so people, and then people are crossing medians and kind of going nuts. And so what's you're in Columbia?
I am in Greenville.
Greenville.
In the upstate. And, so everybody finally got here last night. All the hotels in South Carolina are so full that they overbooked in Anderson, South Carolina, which is near Greenville, and they had to put them in a Baptist church. And then they're up here in Clemson now. And there's just no place else to stay.
All those people need a place to stay. Don't come to my house.
That's right.
I just want to let you know I have no room at the inn.
And you sound like the kind of woman that would be opening your doors to some of the victims of the hurricane. Is that true?
Only for a price.
Ah, yes, that's very gracious of you.
Wonderful. A woman after my own heart.
In the backyard, I'd be glad to rent out to anybody.
Woman after my own heart. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Hold on. Here's a guy in Vermont who says he has more on the guy in Japan who's letting people beat him up. Hello, Joe?
Yeah.
Hey,
Don,
Joe.
how you doing?
Hey, buddy.
Hey, he's an ex-boxer, and he says he doesn't have any more dignity left, and he's in the hole big time, and he won't go on welfare or go into bankruptcy.
This is in Japan, this is happening?
Yeah, it's right on the sidewalk. He's actually got the trunks on and everything, and he will dodge and weave.
Oh, that is fantastic. I love that.
Now, it's a lot different if he's boxing you for 60 seconds.
Yeah, he won't swing back, but he can move.
Oh, okay, so he can duck.
So he
Yes,
can't. He can't hit you back. Hey, Rockhead, come here for a minute.
He does have a broken nose so far, though.
I would let Joe Rockhead keep all the money.
Right.
That people would offer. I'd make it at even $10 if you want to take a swing at Rockhead. Hey, what would you think about that? We'd let people come down, and you could duck out of the way and stuff because you're so agile, Rockhead.
And you're such a gifted athlete.
But for 60 seconds, just let people try to punch you. And what if we got, like, boxing gloves?
Yeah, how would you look at some trunks?
Wait, I want to know what my cut is. Are you taking the full $10?
No, you can have all the money.
You get the money, 60 seconds, a person pays $10. They have, and we'll get big, soft,
boxing glove. I'll send somebody out to Sports Authority right now.
Do I have headgear?
No headgear. Come on, are you up for
I
it?
need to protect his precious face.
Are you up for it?
That's a huge target.
I don't know, Don.
Are you up for it? Come on, Rockhead. Come on, let's do it.
How much mobility do I have?
I mean, you could dance around, same as the guy in Japan. You could dance around, you could bob, you could weave. It's like two boxers face to face.
Chicks only.
No chicks only.
Oh, God.
No, come on.
Topless.
Are you up for the challenge?
I don't know.
Oh, come on.
This sounds weak. Why don't you do it?
Why don't I do it? Because I'm not the intern. Listen, at least I got the balls. I don't duck calls from my girlfriend. Okay?
Oh.
I mean, my wife. But I don't duck calls from the woman in my life like you do. I heard that today before the show. I said to Rocket, what's the feedback from your gal pal after yesterday's show? And he said, I don't know. I've been avoiding her all day.
He's running away.
Then he said, thank God for caller ID.
I think, you know something, if you were standing up there, and, I think it'd be fun to see him in the protective headgear.
Right.
It would still be a good idea.
What if we got you the headgear?
We got you protective headgear.
Are you truly serious about this?
I swear to God, never been more serious. We can't do it. Why can't we do that?
Oh, really?
Let me call the gerbil.
464.
Thank you. All right, hold on. Let's get a call on this from the program director. Stand by, Rockhead.
Did we have one thing where Scott the Dwarf can come down and slap him?
I guess we wanted to do that one time. Slap him for $1.
Oh, God.
I guess it was for St. Patrick's Day. Yeah, and we ended up making you just could kiss him for $1.
Get some big 6'8" guy down here.
Get that guy from Tech Radio, that guy who we thought looks like Charlie Duane Stabalak. So, Rockhead, you've been ducking her calls. So I'm guessing you think that she heard your appearance on the show yesterday?
No, I don't think she did, because she did leave me a message, like on my voicemail at home. She didn't say anything about it. So it was just she was just calling, to check in.
Rockhead's dad lives out, or he's out in Las Vegas on business now, and he was listening to the show yesterday.
Fantastic.
He called his son also. And now, did you duck the call from your dad, or did you take that call?
No, I wasn't home last night, so I just had a message saying he was in Vegas and he heard the show.
Were you out with another woman?
No. I was at Westwood.
Did the girlfriend call you last? Not the girlfriend. Did the girlfriend?
No.
She can call. Hello, hey, Colette?
Yes?
Hey, it's Don and Mike. Would you find the gerbil for me, please?
The gerbil?
Yeah, Jeremy Coleman.
Hold on.
I love Colette. I really do.
Yeah,
she has the greatest laugh. She really does. She's one of the few people that have been manning the... well, Terry was great, too. Mm-hmm. But she is really one of the few people who run the front lines that, she kind of gets it.
She takes no crap from anybody.
When I need someone just to be with, to talk with, I love Jeremy.
Yeah, so do we.
We haven't quizzed Jeremy about his new hair, either.
Don?
And he caught me staring at it, too.
Yes.
He's not answering. Do you want me to page him?
Yeah, would you please?
Sure, hold on.
Thank you. Yeah, Jeremy, our program director... He didn't so much dye his hair. I mean, it's not a total. But Buzz, it's stronger than highlight.
Yeah, I think he put some Scott's, weed killer on it.
I think it's called frosting.
Yeah, highlighting.
And it's like the Ricky Martin trend.
But it's not like coffee cake hair, like the lady on Who's the Boss.
No, but it's the down at the bottom, it's his regular color, and then up on the top, so right on top of his head, that's where it's got the coloring. It's highlighting. And they would call that frosting.
All the kids are doing it.
Yeah, good peroxide.
Yeah, the kids
yellow.
are doing it. The kids are doing it.
Right. Right.
And it's a smart look for him, I just want to say. It's a winning look. I haven't had a chance to tell him that yet, but thumbs up, Jeremy.
Screams credibility.
Right.
Robbie, would you mind going around and try to find him?
It's a winning.
So I can find out if we can have people hit Rocket. Rocket, I'll get back to you on that.
All right.
Okay. Thank you, though.
Nice having you in here, though.
Thank you. The handsomest guy on the show.
Mm-hmm. There he is, super stud.
Mike Rockhead, everybody.
The Tom Cruise of the Don and Mike Show.
Hello, Don and Mike Show. Would come up as soon as we mentioned the chance to take a swing at somebody.
There's a lot of frustration out there. I mean, not only Japan, where they've got a high stress level, this country also equally high.
Hello, Don and Mike Show.
I want to find out how to hit Rockhead.
All right, stand by. We got to find out from the program director. There might be some legal snafu. Although I don't see what the snafu would be. Maybe it's the issue of money.
Maybe it's the issue of the actual hitting.
Yeah, liability, probably.
Yeah. Really? Well, why is that? Hold on. Here's a call. Hold on a second. Hello, maybe this is him. Hey, Jeremy?
Hello.
Hey, love your hair.
Well, thank you very much. I did it for you.
Now, what do you call that, what you do with your hair? Is that a frosting? Is that
I call it pretty.
No, come on.
It's highlighting, right?
Is it highlighted?
I believe so.
Highlighted.
I think that is a technical term.
How long did that process take for you to get that all done?
About a half hour, 45 minutes. Can you tell?
All right, explain to me if there would be a problem with having listeners come down. We put Joe Rockhead in boxing gear, headgear, and we give listeners each a pair of boxing gloves.
Right.
And for 60 seconds, all they do is try to punch him. And now he can't punch back. He can bob and weave. How about that?
He can't fight back?
Right, he can't fight back. And if they want the chance to do this, they have to pay him $10.
How does he feel about that?
He was non-committal.
He loves it.
No, he's okay with it. He'll do it.
Okay. He's okay with it.
Yeah.
They pay him.
Right, they pay Rockhead.
Can he say no?
Can he say no to what?
Like if someone huge and daunting came down to hit at him, like
I'm
me?
sure, yeah, if we gave him that option, yes. I mean, yes, we'd give him that option to turn down. Sure.
Yes. Right.
Yeah.
I'd have to talk to him about it, but I believe that if he's into it and he's getting paid for it.
All right.
And we're not coercing him to do it. He can back out at any time, and he can say no to anyone he wants to.
Of course he can.
Okay, great. Thanks, Jeremy.
Okay.
Hey, Rockhead.
Hey, Rocket, come on back in here.
Good news.
Come here. You got to do this or you're going to be fired. Come here, Rockhead. No, you know what? I think that's a very fair compromise that Jeremy just offered up.
Yeah, that if a big super heavyweight comes down here,
if a big strong guy comes in,
if you get to pick and choose who gets to do that,
you could say no.
The thing is, have you guys ever had boxing gloves on?
Yes, I have.
They're not the softest things in the world.
No, they're not. But I mean, if we get the right kind,
I'm not talking about somebody just whacking you and knocking you out. Just 60 seconds. If they land a punch, the 60 seconds is over.
What do you think all these callers that I talk to on a daily basis are going to be doing?
I know this is a fantastic way for the people who call the show,
and it is seriously
to get back at you.
And it is seriously your decision. It is your decision as to whether you want to do this or not.
And you could make an S-load of money. Every listener that wants to take that challenge would have to pay you $10 up front.
I know.
And you can pick the boxing gloves. You can pick them out yourself.
I'm telling you, those things don't tickle. My roommate in college was a boxer.
Go to Sports Authority right now. Go right now. I'll give you the money. Go get them. Go get yourself some nice headgear and get yourself some boxing gloves.
I don't think this is going to work, Don.
You're not going to do it?
I don't think. No.
You don't want to take the chance of getting that pretty face?
No, because I'm telling you right now, there's going to be somebody that comes down here. They're just going to look at me and they're just going to start wailing for 60 seconds.
We'll give you the option. What I'm saying is when people come down, if you see the guy...
Yeah, you can take the little people.
You can say no.
But even if it's someone little, do you understand boxing gloves?
Okay, one hit, that's all. One punch. It's not 60 seconds of being able to pound your ass.
One punch, is he allowed to duck and weave?
Yeah, what I mean is...
the guy gets one shot?
No. He ducks and weaves for 60 seconds. But as soon as the guy connects with a punch, that's it. It's not like it's not like for 60 seconds that the guy could just keep pounding on.
You know, you remind me of right now. You're reminding me of Tim McWilliams. This falls into the selling ice to the Eskimo category. You can sell. You can sell.
Listen.
It's funny hearing you try to say it won't be anything if somebody connects with a solid punch.
And think about the money you could make. 10 people, you walk out with $100 today.
Wow. Pretty incredible.
That's okay.
What if we got like a super soft? What if we got special boxing gloves that were designed to minimize the impact?
What if it was just girls?
Now we're talking. Yeah, I just saw it in your eyes.
What if it was just girls?
Girls,
headgear, you pick the gloves that they would wear.
Girls, I may think about it.
And you're
I need
able
an
to
answer
pick the
now,
girls.
please.
God.
Yeah, but how many girls are you going to get down here, though?
How much money do you want to make?
Right, it's up to the girls. If the girls want to pay you $10 a head to try to punch you for 60 seconds,
what am I doing with my hands?
They're at your side. I mean, you're not punching back, but
right.
You bob, weave. You know what I mean? I don't think it would be fair to have you put your hands up in a defensive mode, but you can duck and weave. Come on, what's your answer? Give me your final answer.
I know you think this is a good idea, but I'm going to pass.
Oh, really?
Okay. That's good because that'll give us the opportunity to berate you now for the rest of your life.
Okay.
That you refuse to fight girls.
Who would pay $10? And as of right now, we don't even know if there are any girls who would want to pay $10 to come down and fight you today.
There's a lot of them.
You think so?
There's one that wants to grab me on the line.
All right, hold on, who's this? Oh, Kelly? Hello, Kelly.
It's Shelly.
Shelly. Well, that's typical Joe Rockhead. He wrote on the screen before he came in here. Kelly.
Mike Rockhead.
I'm sorry, Michael Rockhead.
That's another reason why I want to hit him.
Now, would you like to come down? Let me ask you, Shelly, would you pay $10 for the chance to punch him?
Yeah, I'll pay $10. But I don't want to hit him in his face. I want to hit him down there.
Oh, dear.
No, it would have to be above the belt.
Above the belt.
Or how would you feel about that? How would you feel about them trying below the belt, Shelly?
Oh, yeah, Don, that's a good idea.
Well, that would be easier to dodge out of the way of, I would think. Hell, yeah, right. All right, so that's your final answer, Rockhead?
It's your final answer?
Final answer.
Final answer.
No, I want to come down and hit him because I can't stand the way he answers the phone.
What if we had a Joe Rockhead dummy made up? Would you like to hit the dummy?
I'll hit anything at this point.
Would you hit it topless?
Hold on,
I'm so aggravated. He has aggravated me to the point where I can't be aggravated anymore today.
Let me just ask Rockhead one final. How about if it was $20 a person? That each of the girls had to pay you $20 for the chance to box you. It's my final compromise. For 30 seconds. You stand, you bob, you weave for 30 seconds for $20 that the listeners have to pay you.
Chicks only?
Chicks only, and you pick the chicks.
Topless.
You get a big chick coming down here? We got the nudes tomorrow,
Topless.
Mike.
Hey, I didn't say nothing.
What do you say?
Here's the drum roll. We're waiting for his answer.
$20. Girls have to pay you cash up front. You pick the girls. They bob and weave. You bob and weave. If they land a punch within 30 seconds, it's over. Either way, you keep the money. And it would be offered today only.
I'll bring me my girls. He can pick one of us.
What do you say, Rockhead?
I'll do it.
Yeah! All right, that's the guy.
Hey.
That's the winning spirit, Rockhead.
Good man.
That's the spirit.
Good man.
Now, here you go. I'm a man of my word. Get your ass over to Sports Authority.
Get yourself the protective headgear.
Here you go.
And get yourself some, the gloves that you think are the right kind of gloves.
Yeah, since you'll be the guy getting hit with them.
You have to make sure they're going to fit girls.
Drive fast, Rockhead.
I'll ask Charlie.
You'll ask Charlie what?
What were you going to say? You had a thought. What were you going to
ask? Come on back. What were you going to say? Come on back, Rockhead. What?
I need to know where Sports Authority is.
Jesus. Get out of here.
There's a Galen's or something right around here, too.
Galleons, yeah. Galleons is...
Galen's. Galleons.
Galleons is better, I think. They probably have that stuff. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, well, whatever.
I mean, Galleons is better because it's closer. I'm certainly not making any comments about the quality of the advertising.
The fastest place. Well, Kelly, this is the offer. From now
I told you it's Shelly.
Shelly, I'm sorry. From now until the end of the show, Shelly.
Right.
Any woman... Now listen.
But he's able to choose the women. If an 8-foot tall woman comes down here,
correct,
he can beg off.
But all the women have to come in here in the studio,
right?
And he will size them up. And ladies, you have to pay $20 yourself,
right?
You have to give him $20 up front, and then we'll give you 30 seconds to stand right up here on our stage,
right,
with Rockhead wearing the headgear, and you put the boxing gloves on, and you can try to punch him. He is allowed to duck and weave.
And when we determine that there has been a legitimate punch thrown and connected, then your time is up.
The match is over.
So we're going to be paying twice as much as the people in Japan for half the time that they get to hit that guy?
Right. That's right. Mm-hmm. Listen, I thought
be worth it.
Maybe you could hear. I did my best negotiating.
He did. Yes.
I think I did.
He sold him on it. He was totally against the idea when he came in. Mikey Rockhead didn't want to do that.
Hell of a negotiation just to get him.
Hell of a job. How about you, Tim?
To play the game. Now, the question is, will any girls now show up to try to take a punch at, at Mike Rockhead?
I know I mentioned the topless thing, and that's ridiculous, but I do think athletic wear would be welcome.
Or a nice athletic bra like Brandy Chastain.
And maybe some, nice...
shorty shorts.
Yeah, or dance skin or something like that.
Well, listen, either way, we're located at 10800 Main Street in Toothless, Fairfax, Virginia.
And it'd be a marvelous thing to come down here and, take your half a round with Rockhead.
Right, because
take a couple of rounds out of Rockhead.
We've never had anyone answering the telephones as unpopular as
That's
Mike
right.
Rockhead.
Absolutely.
Never. He's the most unpopular guy ever.
And, all you have to do is come down with your $20 and, you'd be able to do that.
All right, so Shelley, are you coming down?
I'll be there, and I'll bring a bunch of my girls with me.
All right, thank you. See you later.
Thank you.
I can't wait for the first girl. I can't wait for the first girl to come down and take a swing at him.
I'm actually, the only reason I wasn't concerned about protecting Rockhead, but I do want to see how goofy he's going to look when he puts on the headgear. Please let us get a photograph of that.
I just want to say about this headgear. There's no headgear on earth that can protect that nose.
No way. Absolutely not. You'd have to have
schnoz of his.
You'd have to have headgear that jutted 12 inches out in front of you.
We'll be right back.
This is the Don and Mike Show.
And in my club, I will splash the pot whenever the f*** I please.
The Don and Mike Show.
You'll love them just like a retarded cat. Don and Mike.
Yes, you will, and you will love the best of just as much. Hey, Legendary Joe Arnger with you with the best of today on this Wednesday evening. I hope you're enjoying it as much as I am, and you know we've got a lot more best stuff coming to you over the next couple of weeks, so join me and we will laugh together. Hey, in the last segment, it was Mike E. Rockhead was about to take some licks from some chicks. That's right, I just hit the microphone. I didn't even mean to do that. About to take some licks from some chicks when Don talked him into taking punches for $10 a piece. So let's get back into it. It's the best of Don and Mike on the Westwood One Radio Network.
Friends of mine, I say we can go where we want to, a place where they will never find, and we can act.
Don?
Yes, hello there.
Hi. I tried calling yesterday. I wanted to side with Mikey Rockhead.
Really?
Yeah, I feel really bad for him because if his girlfriend trusted him enough, she wouldn't ask him not to be friends with another woman.
Well, listen, Mikey Rockhead today will be featured on the show again because, hey, come here, Rockhead.
Rockhead's got his equipment.
He got his boxing gloves, and you should see the headgear that he got.
It's not boxing headgear. I want to point that out. It's hockey headgear. It's a hockey helmet.
I thought it was a lacrosse helmet.
It's actually could be a lot. Well, that's the same thing. It's a hockey helmet / lacrosse helmet, not a boxing helmet. Not a boxing pad, which is what.
Where's your equipment?
The plug has been pulled.
By who?
Jeremy.
Why? I mean, we went all this time in trouble.
Now, can you, maybe just think about spitting the gum out and not chewing it like when you come in here like this? Just take it out of you. Thank you. Just hold it.
When did Jeremy decide that you couldn't do this?
When I got back, inspecting the headgear and whatnot.
Jesus, you crack me. He puts it back in his mouth.
I'm putting it back in the corner.
Go get Jeremy. Bring him in here, please.
I don't know where he is.
Well, go get him for me.
I would like to say
thank you.
This is a classic example of the way this company is run. This is the way it works.
Christ.
You had him on the line. You know what?
Right.
If he takes it head on, which is really, I knew that from the Scott thing, that's the policy. Instead, he says, well, I don't, because he doesn't want to be the bad. And then, of course, behind the scenes.
But how about just telling us when we call you?
Should have told you.
When we call you an hour ago.
Right. Instead of giving us, the opportunity to get women to come down here, to have him go out and buy the boxing gloves, which are now on your credit card.
Yeah, right. I'm going to have a great time explaining that to Frida. Boy, there's $100 on the credit card from Sports Authority.
He got good ones.
I know, of course. Because it was my credit card. He went out and bought the best boxing gloves money can buy.
Is he bringing them in?
He's on his way.
Bring those gloves in here while he's coming in.
Bring all your equipment in. Maybe we'll just let you punch Jeremy.
No policy against that.
Oh, no.
I remembered that from Scott. I remember that whole deal. It's a policy.
What if people are coming down here now to do this?
Well, the original thing I was thinking is that we ought to get some kind of dummy to have them.
No, I don't want to do that.
I know.
Get a dummy. I don't want to get a punching dummy. I want them to really punch him.
Here comes Jeremy Coleman, program director.
Here you go.
Operations manager.
Well, what's the deal here?
It was a good idea in my head, but then have you seen the head thing?
Yeah, look at that. So you mean you didn't hear from Lerman or any of the lawyers? This is just you noodling?
No, this is because I'll tell you what I did. I had him come in, like I said. I wanted to talk to him.
This is the head. This is the headgear.
I put it on, and then I had him hit me.
Yeah,
it hurt.
Right. Well, it's Rockhead's choice.
I don't know about that.
Come on.
I mean, he's like our employee. We can hardly have him be hit.
We can if he's being paid $20. And it's girls that would hit him, Jeremy.
I had him hit me like a girl. It hurt.
Oh, come on.
What is the policy? What's the company policy on that?
I don't think that we have one.
What about the Scott the Dwarf thing when they put the kibosh on that?
That was... Oh, I'd forgotten about that.
Oh.
Here. See? It's just a girl punching him. Look at that.
Big puffy gloves.
Well, you're helping your case a lot by doing that.
Well, I mean, Jeremy, I'm a big, strong man.
Let me see the helmet.
Here's a helmet for you, Mike.
There's no way you'll fit that on your head.
Really small.
It barely fit on.
It looks like Rob A. trying to put a baseball hat on. Mike trying to put this lacrosse or hockey helmet on. He got it on. Can I punch you once? I'll do it soft. Can I punch you once?
Like Darth Vader.
Hey, here you go. Right. Here's a guy taking one for the show.
Yeah, like it's the first time.
Boy, oh boy.
So restrain yourself.
No, this is trust. Yeah. You know what? This is 15 years of working with him.
That's right.
I'm going to hit you as hard as a girl would hit you. Okay? Here you go.
All right. Now hit me.
Ow,
harder than that?
Yeah.
What are you saying?
Okay, really?
Okay.
Super hard, but a little harder. All right, a little harder?
All right.
Okay.
All right, here we go.
How was that? Now, that was hitting about
right.
half as hard as I could.
Oh, he's down.
Mike is down. How about if let's get a... Mike, leave the helmet on. Bring a girl in here.
Good idea.
Is Julie here?
Julie.
You know Julie.
Mm-hmm.
Julie Martsky. Bring her in. She'd be an ex... Jeremy, just see let Mike be the judge of how it feels.
Didn't that hurt, Mike?
Huh? What's that?
Well, Jeremy, I'm a strong man. I work out every day.
This is a helmet that does not fit me. So this is a tight helmet. And I just want to say, Decon Roach Spray. I just want to say that Don, he's a good fighter. And he hit me hard, but I'm going to come back. And getting hit in the head doesn't affect your motor coordination.
Come on, Jeremy, you're putting the kibosh on a great bit here, man. I mean, this is great radio.
Isn't there something that can be done to him that doesn't involve bashing his head?
No. Well, we asked him, how about just letting a girl just try to hit him, period?
He's allowed to duck.
What about, like...
He can duck.
Charlie Horse.
Charlie Horse.
Who's volunteering? Madonna?
No, Michelle Combs will be up shortly. She just has to wind up a call.
Well, Michelle Combs is a big, strong woman, though. I mean, give me a smaller woman.
A smaller woman?
I can take it. She can come in here.
All right. Oh, you want it from Michelle?
Yeah, I can take it.
You wouldn't be the first guy that wants it from Michelle, incidentally.
She'll be here in a sec.
Is that Julie just came down the hallway?
There's Julie. Julie would be like the perfect example.
Perfect.
Julie's petite.
There's someone here who could hit him like a girl, but isn't.
Who's that?
Can I just bring him in?
Oh, no,
sure. Who is it? Hold on, just see who it is. Who could it be? All right, here comes Julie. She'd be perfect.
Who's coming in?
All right, who is it? Oh, Rudy.
Rudy Martsky!
Rudy
Martsky!
Hi, Rudy. Hey, Julie, come here for a minute, please. Come over here by the console. All right, now here's Julie. She's going to be Rudy's daughter-in-law pretty soon.
Hi, Julie.
Hi, Julie. What we'd like you to do is put this boxing glove on and hit Mike in the head.
All right.
Just hit him at normal girl speed.
Okay, right.
Okay?
Right, all right, wait, hold on. On the count of three, you ready?
Hit him right here where it says CCM.
1, 2, 3. All right.
Did that hurt?
No.
See, Jeremy?
Oh, that definitely hurt. Your head's all
it really didn't hurt. It didn't hurt. I've been hitting the head a few times, but it didn't hurt. It didn't hurt. Let's try it again.
Okay, here we go. Do it again. All right, Julie.
All right, ready?
Hey, and are you liking this, Julie?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. There you go. All right. I flinched a little bit.
And keep in mind that Rockhead, for the 30 seconds, will be able to duck and bob and weave.
Sure, with his hands at his side.
Yeah, like, what am I supposed to do, let him fight a girl?
Yeah.
Oh, no, I'm not letting him fight a girl, no.
Well, then what about a contest that does not involve hitting him in the head?
Oh, Christ. But he's wearing the headgear as protective. It's just a girl taking a punch at him anywhere. Jeremy, she's not trying to punch him in the head. He's wearing the headgear.
Could have been a contender.
He's wearing the headgear just as a protective measure. She's trying to punch him anywhere.
Above the waist.
I'd feel so much better about it if it had more to do with humiliation and less to do with
You don't
pain.
think that's humiliation, getting punched by a girl?
Yeah, but it's also combined with actual physical...
Let's leave it up to him. You know, this is a great idea. This is a really great idea.
Well, you got to admit, we're kind of pushing him into it.
Well, no, we're not.
What would is there a policy in place?
I mean, I could make a policy, but no, we sort of play it by ear.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we really didn't push him into it because he had first said no, you raised the price, and then he said yes, so obviously you met his price.
He said girls. I was talking about having guys come down and punch him.
Yeah, he laid some stipulations down, and we met his price.
It's not like you're getting hit that hard.
Come on. You okay, Mike?
I just feel a little numb on my right side.
Come on. How about this? Let's just try it one time. One punch will certainly not kill him.
I'd like to say that there was no great debate when I rolled over there, and I'm an employee. I think I'm going to sue this place.
And Mike did it for nothing.
Exactly my point.
No, come here. Hey, Rockhead, come here.
Michelle, you want to try?
Yeah, come here, Michelle.
All right.
Okay, let's bring Michelle Combs
Now, wait, Mike?
Yeah.
You're going to get hit in the head, and it might hurt.
Yeah, all right.
You want the left or right one, Michelle? Boxing glove. Come here, Michelle. What we want you to do is take one of these boxing gloves and go hit Mike.
Come on over here, baby.
As hard as a girl would hit him in the head. Left? There you go.
Hit me, honey.
Okay.
This is not good.
This is great. See, this is a whole difference between me and you, Jeremy. I realize what great radio is. This is great radio.
Mike has the helmet.
I guarantee you, all
If I
those
get hit
people in their
enough, we're not
cars,
gonna need to get
they're not
anybody.
changing the station now.
If I get hit enough, we're not going to need anybody to come down and hit Rock.
Okay, here we go.
You don't have to worry about me hitting him very hard.
All right, just hit him your normal girl punch.
With my left.
With your left.
2,
Ready?
3.
Go ahead.
Oh, man.
How was that?
I could just see your spine compressing. No, that's a bad idea.
All right, Rockhead, come here.
No, oh, good. You're hitting your head on the speaker, too.
Okay, now, Rockhead, thank you, Michelle.
Oh, Mike.
All right, Rockhead,
Thanks,
step up to the guest microphone, Rockhead. Now, all of this notwithstanding, Jeremy doesn't give a rat's ass about your health. He wants to make sure that you don't sue the station. That if you got hit in the head, you wouldn't sue the station.
And he also wants to make sure that you're not being coerced, and I agree with that. And if you're being coerced, then that's just not the way it should work.
I have to respect Jeremy's decision. I mean,
now hold on. I understand that if it's your decision, it's your decision.
I mean,
but don't hide behind Jeremy on this because really
hey, I'm saying
put the helmets on.
If the powers to be don't think it's a good idea, then I don't think it's a good idea.
I'm your power that be. I think it's a good idea.
That's coercion.
And it's not coercion for you to say don't do it?
That's uncoercion.
What it comes down to is what you really, really want to do.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so listen, all this...
it's not the end of the world to me.
What do you mean it's not the end of the world to you?
To do it?
Yeah, no, to not do it.
So you really don't want to do it?
Or you do want to do it?
At first, I probably thought it was a good idea. But now,
it's such high
it's such a good
drama.
idea.
Jesus Christ.
This is high drama.
Mm-hmm.
Jesus H. Christ. Just give me a decision here, okay?
I told you, no.
Thanks. Okay.
No.
Thanks.
All right. Can I have the helmet in case anybody wants to come in and hit me?
You could have saved us a lot of time and trouble if you would have, both of you, if you would have said no an hour ago, and if you would have said no an hour ago, you collectively both wouldn't have wasted an hour of my time.
I thought it was a good idea an hour ago.
But now you don't? Why?
There's a lot of other people besides you that don't think it's a good idea, so.
Like who?
The powers to be.
Oh, so the genius Jeremy Coleman?
Hey. Well, I put the thing on my head, and I had him hit me, and it hurt.
Oh, please.
Okay, who's next?
Please. Mike, listen, I know you're up for it, Mike.
Well, I'm just trying to, move on now. I mean, he doesn't want to get hit in the head. That's not abnormal.
Trying to do a show. But the goal of this was not to hit him in the head in the first spot. Right.
It wasn't?
No, the goal is just to have somebody try to hit him. Oh, Christ, you're all... Any of you girls want to come down... I'll do it without the goddamn helmet on.
No, you won't.
Yes, I will. I swear to God I will. I swear to God I will.
You'll let a girl hit you in the head?
I'll let a girl try to take a swing at me for 30 seconds to do a bit on a radio show to entertain people. Yes, that's why we're here. Yes, I'll do it. So come on down, girls. Okay, all of you get out of here now. You too, Rudy.
Goodbye, gentlemen.
Please, I'm just disgusted with everybody.
He's disgusted with everyone.
Not you, though, Mike. You put the helmet on. You took a hit.
Thanks so much, Don.
You're my man.
Thanks.
You the man.
Mm-hmm. Do you want to, since you want to do this with women, do you want to get a practice hit?
No.
Just a practice hit to see how it feels?
No, absolutely not. If a girl wants to come down...
Because I'd be happy to give you a practice hit if you want to.
Listen, I know you would. I know you would. And I would have been happier to hit you a little harder, too, but I didn't. Okay, buddy? So if a girl wants to come down... If a girl would still like to come down, even though I know I'm universally loved by everybody, especially girls... Come on down. I'll dance around for 30 seconds. You want to try to hit me? That's fine. But you pay me $20.
$20.
I'll take the money. Same deal. Because I'm no... And for God's sakes, I'm so tired of coming up with great ideas on this show that having some pansy ass decide an hour later that it's not a good idea.
It's frustrating.
It is. I'm so pissed. Nobody thinks about what about the people that have already invested 1 hour listening to this show today.
People that might be actually driving down here, getting ready to hit, but now they have someone to hit.
You come down and hit me.
Try the helmet on, though.
I'm not going to wear a helmet. I'm not afraid. People love me, Mike. But I maintain I get to pick the women, just like Rockhead
Of
did.
course.
Just like Rockhead.
That's right.
So none of you nurse out there.
I'd like to say that, both Julie and Michelle were formidable opponents.
I'm sure they were. I don't mind taking a punch for the show. Plus, I'll take $20.
That's right.
It's fine with me.
Defray the cost of the sporting equipment.
Right.
These are nice gloves.
I'm just thinking about I'm just, as always, thinking about the people listening. People stuck in their cars. Imagine how pissed they'd be after an hour. Talk about it for an hour, get it going, then nothing. Please. That's how you lose listeners, man.
I know.
Just saving the bit, that's all.
It's like wrestling. It's like wrestling. People want to see their violence.
Just saving it. Come on down, girls. I bet you can't hit me anyway.
They're fast. What's going to be your area to bob and weave? I think you should have the area
right
behind
here,
the...
right behind the console.
Behind the console.
Right. A bob, a weave.
There you go.
Take a punch. Try to hit me. Come on, hit me. But give me the $20 first.
$20 up front.
I'm not too proud to take our listeners' money.
Ain't too proud to beg.
Ain't too proud, Mike.
Right.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
All right, well, surrounded by... Once again.
I agree.
Are you okay? It looks like you're having a stroke.
I'm blind in my right eye.
Hello, Ed.
Yeah.
Hi, Ed.
Hi.
Hi.
How you doing?
Ed, you're on the radio.
I'm on?
Yeah.
Oh, hey, what's up with this? A bunch of sissies.
Right.
Sissies.
I couldn't agree with you more.
Come on, that's great.
I couldn't agree with you more. That's why I've offered to let girls try to punch me.
I need to hear this.
Well, don't worry. You're going to hear it. Any girls that show up, I promise, you'll hear them try to hit me, okay?
Hey, man.
That's great, man.
All right. Thank you.
All right.
What's your limit? How many girls get to do it? I mean, you got to put a ceiling on it.
5.
5 girls.
I make $100 today.
5 girls. It's fair.
$100. Hello, Don and Mike show. Maybe more. You know, I'm thinking I could really make some money today. Walk out there $200 or $300 today.
That's right. Just pick your opponents well.
Go buy myself some new Sega Dreamcast games.
And after the first punch connects, the round is over.
Yes, same rules as Rockhead. It's 30 seconds. Girl can try to hit me. I can dance around. I can jab.
Can't use your hands. Can't bring your arms up.
Right. And as soon as she connects, then it's over.
we lost him.
What? Hello, Don and Mike. You didn't lose us. We're here. Hello.
Hello, Radio God.
Hi there.
I told you he'd wimp out.
Yeah, you did.
I told you he was a...
Well, he is.
But we love you.
Thank you.
Good for you, Mike. Mike didn't even get his $80.
Yeah, that's right. I should have gotten 20 from Julie and 20 from Michelle.
And 40 from
And
you.
40 from me. Well, you didn't ask. You said it was a freebie, Mike.
Yeah, that's right. And technically, I said, hit me right here and hit me with, that speed. But then, Michelle didn't pay attention to that.
I told you, Michelle's an Amazon.
She packed a punch.
Michelle's a big, strong woman.
She enjoyed that too. She got off a good punch.
Hello,
strong.
Don and Mike.
Did
show.
the twist.
Hey, Don and Mike.
Hello.
Hey, did what's his name get up at you yesterday?
Did who get?
Stand that call. Not a word. Okay, I guess
Hello.
I'm not the only one.
Don and Mike. Hello.
How you doing?
Hey, buddy.
Hey, in 1988, I went to a actual kickboxing fight, and I was sitting there with the kickboxing champion in the United States, Mark Matone, and his wife. His wife was 5 foot. She was 90 pounds. And of all the crazy things, he turned around and looked at the ring girl later. So the wife said to him, well, later I want to talk to you in the room. She took him into the room, and she beat him up.
Oh, I wouldn't. Something. There's one woman I wouldn't want to have an opportunity.
Kickboxers.
My wife is 4'10" and a half, and my wife, if you challenged her, said hit me as hard as you could, she could,
scrappy.
She could put you through a wall.
This is the Don and Mike Show.
Don and Mike, almost through for today. Got the last segment coming up. Hey, thanks for listening, everybody, and tune in tomorrow, and I'll have more for you. And don't forget to help the victims of Hurricane Katrina. Call 800-HELP now or visit redcross.org today. I'm your legendary host, Joe Oringer, with you. Signing off. I'll see you tomorrow. And to take us out, this is always good. Don and Mike get a bunch of CBS liners, and they call the set of Kings and Queens. King of Queens. Oh. I'm tired. I'm going home. I'll see you guys tomorrow. It's the best of Don and Mike.
Let's get back to the tape of CBS celebrities wishing us well. Here is the next one. Her name is Nia Peoples. And I'll tell you, she's H-O-T.
She's a hottie.
I hope that she doesn't let me down with her read here of her little slug line. Here's Nia Peoples.
Hi, everybody. This is Nia Peoples on the Don and Mike Show. Be sure to watch me as I join the cast of Walker, Texas Ranger, Saturdays on CBS.
I'm sorry. 2.0. No energy, I
I'm going to give her a 1.5.
All right. Next, H-O-T, Betty White.
Yeah. Yeah, calm down, Rob. Calm down.
Let's see what Betty White has to say to us. Betty White.
Hi, this is Betty White on the Don and Mike Show, inviting you to watch our new show, Ladies Man, Mondays on CBS.
You know what? The
Can
widow
you give somebody a 6?
The Widow Ludden. I will give the Widow Ludden. I'm sorry. I know she's an old bag. I give her a 2. That's all I can give her. I felt no energy in that read.
I'm
no
right with you, but I'm going to give her less. I actually think it's a 1.5, and I know it's nice. It's not nice to speak ill of the.
Okay, Sharon Lawrence. She was on also NYPD Blue, right?
Right.
Okay. She's kind of fiery. Let's see what she offers up. Sharon Lawrence.
Hi, this is Sharon Lawrence on the Don and Mike Show. Be sure to catch me on my new show, Ladies Man, Mondays on CBS.
No, these are all
2.0.
Could they just? I guess they can't, because they're doing 700 radio stations. I mean, just give it a little bit more. I mean, I don't know. I'm not talking about the stars. I'm talking about what the stars say. It's just so, is it that, these are people that in many cases are third-tier performers from other shows that have, or on, from failed shows. They're not mega stars, and I don't know what shows are going to get excited about these things, but it's a little ridiculous.
I guarantee you.
Right.
I mean, this, for all of these celebrity tapes, this will be the only time you ever hear this on our show. But I guarantee that there will be some disc jockeys out there.
They'll play it all the time.
Especially those who have in the morning after their name.
Yeah, you're probably right.
Play them constantly. Yeah, Sharon Lawrence, good friend of the show. Good morning, Sharon.
Yeah, really.
She's got a hot new project coming up for CBS. All right, let's see what Roma Downey says.
She's from Touched by an Angel.
She's very
Who's
pretty.
she?
She's very pretty.
She's an Irish actress, I believe.
Right. Oh, I remember reading about her.
Right.
That she's like a good Catholic girl, and she plays this angel on this show, but in real life she's banging some other guy.
I think a messy divorce, actually.
Yes, there was.
Okay, let's see what she has to say. Here she is. Hello.
Hi, this is Roma Downey on the Dawn and Mike Show. Join me for another season of Miracles on Touched by an Angel, Sundays on CBS.
God, was that remedial? 1.5.
3.5.
Irish accent.
I know, I'll give you that one.
Thank you.
Okay. Tyne Daly.
Okay, 10. No need to play the tape for me.
Let's see what Tyne Daly is. Here she is, right here. Right here.
Hi, everybody. This is Tyne Daly on the Don and Mike Show. Be sure to watch me in my new drama, Judging Amy, Tuesdays on CBS.
That's negative numbers.
That's
I'm sorry.
a 0.
That is the worst. Yeah,
the
that's
worst
a 0.
read.
Let's
hear it again.
That sucks.
Could she rush through it anymore?
Oh, God, the grizzled veteran.
Well, maybe she had to take a or something. Here she is.
Hi, everybody. This is Tyne Daly on the Don and Mike Show. Be sure to watch me in my new drama, Judging Amy, Tuesdays on CBS.
Oh,
F you cow.
If you're going to go into the studio, I mean, if you don't want to do it, just don't do it.
Right.
Hi, everybody. This is Tyne Daly. I'm angry.
It was more of a read than that. It was like, hi, everybody. This is Tyne Daly and the Don and Mike Show. Get me out of the studio. I got it. This is Tyne Daly. Get in my belly.
You, of course, love to run that show, C-Word and Lacey. All right, who's next? Terry Farrell. Now, she was Jax on Deep Space Nine.
Okay,
she's the girl that had the tattoos going up and down her...
Yeah, Robo-Hot.
Up and down her back and her neck.
Hope she sounds as sexy as Catherine Bell.
Here she is. Hello, Terry Farrell.
Hi, this is Terry Farrell on the Don and Mike Show. Join me for another season of non-politically correct comedy on Becker, Mondays on CBS.
Yeah, very sexy.
And I'll tell you, I remember we had that girl on our show, and we had her on our show when she called us from a hotel room and was describing to us how she hadn't had sex for a long time.
Is she the one that was also in Back to School? Where she played the... I
don't know.
Did she play the love interest of Rodney Dangerfield's son?
She's not in there? Oh, they only have a picture of Ted Danson.
I think it's the same lady. I wish somebody knew that.
When she was on our show, though, she was a fantastic guest.
Yes.
She was in a hotel room.
Right.
And she talked about sex and how horny she was.
I'm going to give her a 4.5.
That's a 5. Let me hear that again.
She sounds friendly to Don and Mike on this.
She does. A very friendly buzz.
I wish I knew that, too, because that would be my way of identifying her.
Hi, this is Terry Farrell on the Don and Mike Show. Join me for another season of Mondays on CBS.
Yes, of course. Do me. Do me. All right, next. The phones are going like crazy. Let me see if someone has your answer about Terry Farrell being in that movie. Hello, Don and Mike Show.
Yeah, tell Mike that it was Terry Farrell in Back to School with Rodney
Yeah, she's great. Great actress, real hottie. I like her.
Yeah.
And she really one of the best greetings we had on this tape.
Doable. I'd like to pull that out, that that segment.
I'd like to pull the segment out.
I'd like to pull that segment out when we go to California to replay it for her so she remembers.
Absolutely, and then she will feel special.
That's right.
She will feel special. Two things will happen. She'll feel real special, or we'll look real pathetic.
Which do you think will happen? All right, now here's the one that I'm really expecting something from.
Okay.
Kevin
James.
Now, you got to know if, what's his name, Kevin Pollak gives us a special greeting, that Kevin James certainly should. Over the last year...
I am hoping against hope, but I'm also prepared to be disappointed.
Over the last year, Kevin James has been on our show no less than 10 times.
Absolutely.
And many times he's been on with Leah where they've been screaming at each other.
This is almost, to me, a slam dunk because he's going to look at the copy first, he's going to see the name, and he's going to do something special. I hope and pray. If he doesn't...
You want to bet?
I will say he will. Have you heard these before?
No, I have not. I swear to God.
Okay.
I will bet you he won't.
Okay, let's go.
Very good.
Okay.
All right, let's hear it.
Hi, everybody. This is Kevin James on the Don and Mike Show. Watch me as I rule over my kingdom on the King of Queens, Mondays on CBS.
Big winner.
Wow.
Big winner.
You win.
Wow.
Way to go. Thanks, Kevin.
He's the guy that took the picture down, too. I guarantee it.
Well, she said she put it back up, and she said she put up the 8x10 this time.
Right.
Listen to that. Huh?
That's the sound of me tapping my pen. I'm upset at that.
Kevin James 1.0.
Is he still afraid of, does he still not have the confidence or, what is it? What's going on with this guy?
He's got to have the confidence.
I feel like he's drifting away from us, Don.
Mm-hmm.
And finally, Lauren Holly, who used to be Jim Carrey's wife, might still be Jim Carrey's wife.
Okay. She
hot.
is on my list. She's, as far as I'm concerned, she's like one of the hot of the hotties. I think she's just got something happening.
She's mucho hot. Let's see what she says.
Hi, this is Lauren Holly. Be sure to watch me as I join the cast of Chicago Hope Thursdays on CBS.
Well, listen, bitch, you didn't even mention our names.
Wow.
You didn't even notice that, Mike?
No.
Rerun that, Rob.
Must you call her that horrible word, though? I know she didn't mention our names, but please,
She was a whore.
Oh, God, yes, I guess you must.
Hi, this is Lauren Holly. Be sure to watch me as I join the cast of Chicago Hope Thursdays on CBS.
So she didn't do the personal greetings.
Right. F her. She's off the list, man.
No.
She's off. You mean off the list of people we'll talk to? We'll talk to her.
No, of course not. Yeah, of course we'll talk to her.
We'll talk to her. Yeah,
she's just off my list right here that I've got in front of me.
The list that I had. Mine's a mess. I don't know who said who.
She's off the list.
Yeah.
I gave my lowest rating to Kevin James at 1.0s with me.
I don't remember.
Oh, you don't remember? Okay.
And Kevin James, I gave a 1 also.
Do you believe that?
I'm very disappointed.
Hey, would you run in the number of King of Queens real quickly, please? The number on their set. You run that into us?
The personalized greeting could have been a little more personal.
I mean, God, the guy has been on this show.
That was cold.
1 million freaking times.
Yeah, well, he's climbing that ladder. Now that they've got that, that cherry time slot.
All right, well, I'll give her credit.
Yeah, she
is fantastic.
She's been fantastic. She supported this show. She
great.
flew to Sacramento to be on our show.
When we go out there on Monday, we're going to her house to broadcast from her house. She's great.
Right.
He, persona non grata.
Yeah, not interested anymore. Simply not interested. Yeah. Just couldn't make it on time.
Got the number, please?
And he promised he wouldn't get that way.
Okay, Spicoli.
He's wearing the poncho when the pizza guy comes to the class. He's wearing an open shirt with a bare chest and the bagel in his pants.
Pizza? Right here.
Right here, dude.
Puts his finger up in the air. Right here. All right, we're calling King of Queens set now. It's 3:15 out there.
Probably in the middle of the shooting schedule.
I think they probably film on a Friday.
I think so. They do it one day.
Hey, 28.
Yes, hello. This is the Don and Mike radio show. We're on the air right now. We're looking for our friend Kevin James.
Is that right? What's the name? Don and Mike.
Don and Mike. He knows who we are.
Okay.
Right, if he's not there, we ask, see if Leah's there.
Okay.
I'd rather talk to her first.
All right, guys. Let me. We just took a break here before I run through.
Oh, good.
So let me see. I'm walking and talking. Let me see where they are.
Maybe a good chance to catch them.
Yeah. Let me walk over to Kevin's dressing room.
Oh, great. Robbie, rack up that tape that we have of Kevin.
Okay. Now, you guys are in Los Angeles, of course.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. All right, hold on. Let me knock.
How far is Sacramento from Los Angeles? How far is Seattle from Los Angeles? How far is Portland from Los Angeles?
Hey, guys.
How far is Bakersfield?
Donna.
Great.
Let's see what he said.
I said yes.
No, he's blowing us off.
Is he blowing us off?
One other bet? I bet we
This
get
is huge.
Kevin is too.
Yeah. Hey, guys, I'm going to try to get you on with Leah first.
Okay, that's fine. Thank you. Yeah, I would rather talk to her.
But we just got blown off.
By Kevin.
Yeah.
No.
No. Yeah, just let's talk to Leah, please.
Yeah, that's all right.
We love her better.
Oh, guys. Guys, hold for Leah.
All right.
Thank you.
All right, one moment.
Hello.
Listen, I want to tell you something. I want to tell you something right now. You listen to me.
What?
I love you more than anything, and I'm gonna tell you why.
Kevin, we have some information about Kevin, and Kevin has proven himself to us today.
Listen, let me tell you, Leah, and thank you for taking our call.
Always.
Can I go in his room?
The great Leah Remini.
No, you could just give him a message for us.
That's right.
We're pissed at him.
All right, go ahead. Tell me.
Okay, we're coming out there Monday and Sunday for the CBS stuff.
Yeah.
So we got a list of all these celebrities. Excuse me, I'm very upset. All these celebrities who cut these liners saying, "Hi, this is Dixie Carter on the Don and Mike Show."
Now, Kevin Pollak is a guy that's been on the show a couple of times. He threw in a little something at the end there, but we weren't sure. It was a long time ago. We weren't sure whether he'd remember us. But when we get to Kevin James, we expect, hey, he's been on this show so many times. He'll throw a little something extra in there. And so we're waiting. Hey, this ought to be a really good personalized greeting.
So listen, here's what we get from our good friend Kevin James.
Okay.
Hi, everybody. This is Kevin James on the Don and Mike Show. Watch me as I rule over my kingdom on the King of Queens, Mondays on CBS.
Thanks for the effort.
Thanks for the effort?
Yeah, we're just...
Wow.
I mean, you understand? From Kevin Pollak, we get, "Hi, this is Kevin Pollak on the Don and Mike Show. Watch my new show. I'm sure Don and Mike won't watch it here on CBS." Terry Farrell from that show. We get a nice greeting from her.
Right.
We go all the way down. The one guy on this list who we really think that we're going to get maybe more than the standard bull-ass greeting from.
And he gives us the company standard thing. He gives 700 rating. We are so hurt.
And furthermore, Leah, we know he took that picture down. We know it.
Funny? But you know what's so funny about this whole little story you're telling me right now?
What's that?
Is that I've been pretty consistent, right?
Mm-hmm. Yes, you have.
What did I say?
Yet?
Yes.
Did I get asked to do anything for your show?
Hold on. What did I say? Robbie, rerun the tape. Leah, I want you to hear what I said right before we called you.
Okay.
Robbie, rerun that.
Yeah, this is evidence. I mean, you are literally at the top of our celebrity list.
But I didn't get asked to do anything for your show?
No. Listen, you're fantastic.
That's right.
You're fantastic.
This is so typical. I'm the one who does everything.
I know. Listen, I should have
the
known.
right way, and then you guys go to Kevin for the thing.
No. He's okay.
Right.
No, Leah, the network made the tape. This wasn't a tape put together by the Don and Mike
Show.
Show.
You see, the network gets all these celebrities.
It's a list of people. You probably have had to do stuff like that. It's a list of
I don't get asked to do
and we think when he's sitting in a room doing these tapes for 100 different disc jockeys, that when he sees our names, at least we'll get, "Hey, it's Kevin James, Don and Mike Show. Hey, guys, how you doing?"
Right. We love you, whatever.
Instead, we get the same boring...
generic. It's a generic greeting.
Monotone.
Right.
So here's what I said about that moments ago.
All right.
Let's roll.
Hi, everybody. This is Kevin James on the Don and Mike Show.
Hold on. Well, Rob...
I thought you wanted to know when you were talking about how you love Leah.
Well, the important thing to
I
remember...
do. What tape is that
That's
on?
tape 2.
The important
I can't
thing...
play tape 2 because she's on the phone pod.
Right, that's what he said. That's what he said the first
time. If she's on line 7, can she hear? Hold on, just tell me if you hear this. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Hey, could you hear that on hold?
I hear nothing.
Here's what I said about you, Lee. This is when we were just calling, trying to get through to you.
Hello?
Listen, Rob, back the tape up.
Okay,
Hey, Leah, I swear to God, I'm surrounded by
Who is
idiots.
working with you today?
Idiots.
Christ.
We just want to prove ourselves to you again. We just want to make sure
I
that
just want you
know.
to hear what was said.
We just...
I'm very excited about seeing you guys on Sunday.
In the heat of battle, here's what I said. Yeah, sure.
I am a jerk.
All right, hold on. Let me knock.
Listen,
Okay,
I can
how far
hardly
is Sacramento?
trust in here.
Well, what, Leah?
Is this live?
Yeah,
Yes.
we're live right
And,
now.
okay, who's queuing the tapes?
Rob Spiewak is, and he's doing an awful job. Did you queue up to this part of this tape?
Wow,
where I
an
say,
hour ago.
Where I said, F Kevin?
Right.
No, I didn't know that's what
That's,
you wanted.
okay, genius, that's what I'm looking for. Where I said, F Kevin, that we should have known all along that Leah's always done stuff for the show. Could you find that?
Yes.
Please, Rob A. Please. So, how's your new season going?
It's going great.
Did you get our picture back up?
I got your picture in a frame, my friend.
Oh, fantastic.
Frame? Is it on the set?
Of course it's on the set.
Oh.
Really?
Where on
Wow.
the set?
It's with my picture, Jerry's picture. You know how we have family photos
Right.
in our living room, which
really?
we do a lot of scenes in.
Fantastic.
living room. You are something.
It's in a frame.
You're something.
You're the greatest.
And Kevin's number 2.
You would have given us a personal greeting.
I mean,
Well,
I can't wait.
Should I go into his room while you're talking to me?
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, let me go into his room. I have to. Is he queuing up that damn tape or
I don't
what?
know. Rob, did you get it or not? Robbie, come on now. Leah's very busy.
It is right at the point where you first hear Kevin's greeting and you explode because you're mad at him.
All right, so here you go. Here's the tape. Here you go.
Hi, everybody. This is Kevin James on the Don and Mike Show. Watch me as I rule over my kingdom on the King of Queens, Mondays on CBS.
Big winner.
Wow.
Big winner.
You win.
Wow.
Is that
Way
it?
to go. Thanks, Kevin.
He's the
Here
guy
comes.
that took the picture down, too. I guarantee it.
Well, she said she put it back up, and she said she put up the 8x10 this time.
Right.
Hey, we'll find out all questions answered on Monday's episode. Let's listen to that.
That's the sound of me tapping my pen. I'm upset at that.
Kevin James 1.0.
Guys?
Is he still afraid of...
Hold on. I'm getting to the good part about you.
All right, hang on.
Hold on.
You know, is he still not
I have
have
Don
the
and Mike on the
confidence
phone,
or...
right?
Is that Kevin?
Yeah.
What's he doing?
They're mad at you, Kev. What? They're mad at... he wants to talk to you. You want to talk to him?
Yeah.
All right, hold on. They're mad at you.
Hey.
Hello?
Hey, Mr. TV star.
What's going on?
We always knew you'd be too big for us.
Where did I get too big? You're on my piano now.
Hold on. Hold on. Wait a minute. We're here listening to this tape of the CBS stars, giving us their monosyllabic greetings.
You know the tapes that CBS puts together, they send out to all the radio stations with the greetings from the stars?
Yeah.
And they make you guys go into the studio and everybody says, hi, you're on the Don and Mike Show. It's the generic greeting. Everybody reads the same card.
We get a nice personal greeting from Kevin Pollak, who's a guy that was on this show one time about 5 years ago.
Crank it out for me.
All right, hold on. Listen how generic this is. There's nothing. There's no recognition.
We figured,
Did I love you guys at this time?
We figured of all the stars that were on this tape that we would get some sort of personal acknowledgement from you.
So listen, so we're all excited.
We're very excited. Here comes Kevin James. He'll say something funny.
Here we go.
Hi, everybody. This is Kevin James on the Don and Mike Show. Watch me as I rule over my kingdom on the King of Queens, Mondays on CBS.
Just like all 900 other radio stations got.
Blown away by that.
I'm reading a thing.
I know.
Right, but you're reading a thing. You should. How come you
This is before we had a relationship.
No. Oh, right. So you cut that liner last year?
I'm telling you. When was it?
All right. Well, listen. We just expected a little better greeting. That's all, Kevin. We just thought maybe we get a hey, Don and Mike, how you doing?
All right. I'm going to level with you.
Yes.
I got a drinking problem.
All right. Thank you.
Sorry, we're out of time.
Till we meet again. This is Sammy Davis Jr. saying, be kind, be nice, and I hope the next performer has the pleasure of having as nice an audience as you've been tonight. And let me leave you swinging.
This is the Don and Mike Show.